Hello, everyone. It's a me, I'm Pixel, and here with me there's... Who?
Who? Me?
Yes.
I'm Offie. Hi.
Good. I have news. I finally corrupted Offie, and she's watching Kamen Rider.
I'm watching Kamen Rider.
It happened. It happened.
It happened.
I corrupted her enough so that she's watching us. She's actually watching Zero One.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can say whatever you want.
You picked the shorter end of the stick here because I managed to corrupt you to play a 200-hour game, and you managed to corrupt me to watch a series of, I don't know, 30 episodes.
40.
40 episodes. I mean.
Yes.
You also corrupted me with Pretty Cure, actually.
Well, you didn't like magical girls before?
I did like magical girls before.
So? Also, you corrupted me. You corrupted me with Shin Sekayori also.
Oh, what? Right. Okay, no, wait. I was trying to win this argument, but I see that I need to retreat. Sorry.
We could go on for a while.
No. I'm fine. We're back in Umineko. What happened last time? Oh, right. Erika just she posted all over the place and managed to convince everyone that
Erika is the equivalent of a Reddit shit or of a Reddit shit poster. Honestly, it's the equivalent of that. No, wait, even better. She's a Discord mod. She's a Discord mod. Honestly, she's a Discord mod. Clearly. So basically, what happened? Butler died. Beatrice game layer died. What else?
Everyone died. Everyone died. Basically,
Natsuhi got screwed super hard. So we are at the point. So you can admit that you kill everyone, or that you had an affair with Kinzo. So yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Ew.
Yeah.
That. Natsuhi does not deserve any of this.
No, honestly,
does
not.
Not deserve any
honestly,
of
not.
This.
Wait, couldn't this have happened to Rosa? Honestly.
Rosa got her fair share in chapter 4.
Still, I don't think it was enough, honestly. I mean, yes, she died and died multiple times, but I don't know.
But the hands of her own child.
Yeah.
That still wasn't enough. Okay.
It wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. I agree. Let's distinguish. There's the outer layer in which the witch trial has begun and finished. Unfortunately, Butler and Beatrice got completely annihilated. Even with the piece of red truth that they had, which is Natsui is not the culprit. Still got annihilated.
Because the human layer cannot, human side cannot use the red truth.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Bernkastel and Erika got this to their own advantage and basically won. Completely, utterly won.
Yeah, and what I was thinking now is Butler got like a huge ass sword that came from the sky, pierced through his chest. So how's he gonna survive that? Because, dude,
I gave a little bit of a hint.
Yeah, just sheer luck. Okay, that's kind of clear, but what the fuck?
Butler is an extremely lucky character. Not as in he's lucky per se, but he has a lot of help around.
Yeah,
a lot of help around.
That help is that help called Beatrice by chance?
Yes. It's always called Beatrice.
By
Almost always
chance,
called Beatrice,
could it
or
be?
any sort of Beatrice, because let's just a little reminder that also Enge is Enge Beatrice, so
Yeah,
it's always
I
Beatrice.
mean, you could also consider Virgilia
Beatrice was sorry,
kind
Virgilia
of
was Beatrice.
Beatrice because
Was
she
Beatrice.
was
Former Beatrice.
former, yeah.
See?
So yeah.
So yeah, in the game, the game layer, Natsui is being completely run over by Erika.
Oh, also, I
by
forgot. Hi,
breathing their
Ado.
own
I know you
diary.
wrote even before the stream started, and I forgot. Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're a little bit excited. Can we start?
Yes, we'll start just now, immediately.
And also, of course, ending of chapter 5. A lot of spoilers right now. Beware.
Yeah, forgot about that, but yeah. Huge, big spoiler.
After being forced into an unwanted marriage, Natsui developed a grudge against the Ushiromiya family and was filled with a desire for revenge. Trial Summary, Part 3. As revenge for financially ruining her birth family, Natsui also plotted to take over the Ushiromiya family's fortune. Trial Summary, Part 4. Page 4, sorry. When Natsui learned that the wealth of the Ushiromiya family was all the intents and purposes controlled by Kinzo himself, she initiated sexual relations to curry favor with him and managed to ensnare him. Trial Summary, page 7. Bernkastel Documents, page 682. To curry favor with Kinzo, Natsui repeatedly disguised herself as Beatrice, a witch and figment of Kinzo's imagination, and engaged in sexual
Okay,
acts.
now that's just speculating. Even if you do you have any proof for that? Because
Kinzo saw Natsui dressed as the mistress from his past and was easily ensnared. Additionally, a servant happened to witness her in this outfit, forming part of the basis for the legend of the witch.
what? Who?
Trial Summary, page 8.
Why are you shaking your head? When is that? When did that happen? When did that
Just
happen?
speculation at this point.
Oh, okay.
Submitted evidence, 17.
Yeah, can we see that evidence? Because
Bernkastel Documents, page 802. However, late at night on 1986,
October 4th.
October 4th, thank you, Ushiromiya Butler discovered the hidden gold.
Reminder that Japanese dates goes year, month, day.
Yeah, it's the opposite from us.
The opposite in European, it is day, month, year.
I for a second I was thinking that it was written in the American way, so it was day and month.
Oh,
So
yeah. Honestly, honestly,
okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The American way doesn't make any fucking sense because it's not in order. Honestly, at least in Europe we go from small to big. In Japan they go from big to small, and I can make some sense out of that. American way is like month, day, year. What the heck is this order? It doesn't make any sense.
It's freedom units. They do whatever they want.
I mean, it's the same country. They measure thing with feet and I don't know, knees and whatever.
Natsui planned the crimes after the relatives raised a fuss and insisted that Butler should succeed the headship. She murdered the children in the cousin's room and tried to frame Butler for the crime.
Oh, okay.
Furthermore, Genji was murdered because he was opposed to the scheme. Later on, Hideyoshi was also murdered. After this point, Natsui displayed a strong intent to murder all those involved without discrimination. Trial summary, page 27. Supplemental materials B, page 61. Mercastle documents, page 1103. The concrete details of the crimes are as follows. 1986, December 4th.
October.
October. What did I say?
December.
October. Sorry, I don't know. Did I say December? Oh wait.
Yeah, you said December.
Midnight.
December would have been 12. It's 10.
No, wait, I was thinking October, but I said December. I don't know why. Midnight. Natsuki decided to commit the crimes. Because Genji refused to assist her when asked, she murdered him. She then murdered her husband Kraus in his own room. Trial summary, page 40. Supplementary materials S, page 8. Mercastle documents, page 1105. Great Court internal documents, Library of Law A09, number 9974. Oh, that's the rain. Wow. Afterwards, she went to the cousins' rooms on the upper floor of the guest house. Waited for Rosa to join the rest and killed George, Jessica, Maria, and Rosa. She mutilated the necks of the bodies. Afterwards, because there were people in the downstairs lounge, she waited in an empty room upstairs. She hid in his empty room until the people in the lounge dispersed and went to bed. Trial summary, page 41. Supplemental materials S, page 10. Mercastle documents, page 1131. Great Court internal documents, Library
You
of
don't
Law.
have to read that all the time.
974. I need to redeem myself because of October.
Okay.
The people in the lounge dispersed just after 3 a.m. Also, it's very annoying and very like Erika, so I need to read it.
Of course.
Natsuki left the empty room and escaped from the guest house. She returned to her room where she met up with Kinzo, who had been hiding there.
Honestly, it sounds more like a document than actual Erika, but yeah.
Yeah. They spent the rest of the night there together. Kinzo left the room early next morning and concealed himself somewhere near the guest house. Trial summary, page 41. Supplemental materials S, page 79. 79?
29.
I'm not redeeming myself. Mercastle documents, page 1200. Great Court internal documents, Library of Law A09, number 9974. Afterwards, Kinzo saw his chance and carried off the bodies of the 6 victims one by one, hiding them. Kinzo. Okay.
Kinzo? Wait. So where's Kinzo?
Hid himself.
No. That's okay. But where's Kinzo? Where's Kinzo?
Right now?
Where Kinzo? Where Erika think Kinzo is?
Unfortunately, these hidden bodies have not been found. Trial summary, page 42. Supplemental materials S, page 37. Great Court internal documents, Library of Law A09 and number 9974. Natsuki, who had failed in her scheme to cast suspicion on Butler, changed their plan to include the murder of all present. Trial summary, page 58. Supplemental materials T, page 19. Mercastle documents, page 1348. Great Court internal documents, Library of Law A09, 9974. Predicting that one of those present would eventually want to take a rest in a private room, Natsuki concealed herself inside a closet in one of the guest rooms. Just like that, by chance, okay.
Yeah.
When Hideyoshi visited that room at approximately 1 p.m., she murdered him.
And also notice that she knew already which room Hideyoshi would have chosen, honestly. And also notice that Hideyoshi went alone, and she knew that Hideyoshi was gonna be alone there. Of course, it was completely she can see the future basically.
Trial summary, page 61.
Honestly, I think in the real court, most of this stuff wouldn't even hold.
Supplemental materials T, page 26. But do you know why it also? Because they were unable to disprove this. They didn't have anything on their hands.
Yeah, but think about Eva in chapter 4, no, 3, 4. What?
3.
No, 4.
The one with Eva Beatrice.
No, 4. Think about Eva in chapter 4, when she's old. She was never found guilty because, you're the only one that survived, but we don't have proof to. No one had proof to see her as guilty in court. I mean.
No, but that's human court. This is the court of witches.
I am talking about human court, of course, right now. I was talking about human real court right now.
Okay. Natsui once again concealed herself in the closet from the time the others became aware of the incident to the time that they carried out Hideyoshi's body. Furthermore, as proof of this, a button from Natsuhi's clothes was found in the closet.
How lucky. Also, a reminder, Natsui lives in that house. It could have been left there in any freaking moment, but okay.
Right. Afterwards, she exited the closet and tried to return to her own room. However, Furudo Erika discovered her on the way, and Natsui confessed to their crimes after questioning. Trial summary, page 63.
I don't know.
Supplemental materials T, page 32. Submitted evidence number 26. 60. Bernkastel documents, page 1348. Lambda Delta's documents, line 7.
Oh, Lambda Delta for the first time. Okay.
Yeah. Great Court Internal Documents, Library of Law is 09 and
same number as always.
9974. Great Court Internal Documents, Legal
Management.
What?
Management.
Management.
Legal management.
U 99. 107. Number 107. Great Court official notice. Oh no, I'm not gonna read that. 017244434. Okay.
Big number appears. Oh no, I'm not gonna read that.
I hate numbers so much. I'm trying my best here. I am
numbers
trying my best.
In my visual novel.
Numbers.
Now what do you want from me? Should I? No, you want me to do math? Impossible. I would never do that.
I would never do that. Wow. Okay. Great Court official notice. Oh god. 1724434.
Don't read that. It's okay.
Trial in yeah, sure. Okay, the sites as follows.
You can read 1986 October 5 midnight. The sites as follow.
The sites as follow. Shiromiya Natsui confessed to the crimes.
Oh, she confessed? Okay.
I'm not too sure about that. For a period of 13 months following this announcement, related documents may be perused at the Great Court Legal Office's Document Management Center, first subsection.
I mean, she's been put in a corner, so she honestly could have confessed. Okay.
You clicked, okay. Great Court Deputy Attorney General. Chief Inquisitor.
Of course.
Turanon e Noxu.
Ah, okay, yeah.
As though she had given up and decided that it would be useless to try and talk her way out of this any longer. Aunt Natsui said that and screamed. It was a sad incident. I wanted to believe that despite the pitiable circumstances which led to her marriage into the Shiromiya family, Aunt Natsuhi had been able to find some small measure of happiness with Uncle Kraus and Jessica. But instead, by Aunt Natsuhi's own hand, Uncle Kraus, and even her beloved daughter Jessica, had been heartlessly killed. It was even harder to believe that grandfather had been an accomplice and hid the bodies. However, several people had given clear testimony that grandfather's mental state for these last few years had been far from what everyone would consider normal.
Honestly, I would believe that if Kinzo was the killer, I would have believed that. Honestly, if Kinzo would have been accused, I would have believed that for like immediately.
100%.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Oh, it was Kinzo. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I can see that happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A person that screams Beatrice with all his might in front of a window open during the rain, completely normal. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I could believe that.
Perhaps, possessed by a mad devotion to the mistress that he had lost long ago, grandfather might truly have believed that Aunt Natsuhi was a reincarnation of Beatrice. Where is grandfather now? Like Erika theorized, did he really believe that he could revive Beatrice by carrying out murders following the epitaph and succumb to Natsuhi's cajolery? Right now, is he holding some kind of disturbing ritual with the bodies he carried away?
Always has been.
You need to pat Natsuhi. It's necessary to my mental health.
Wait.
There we go. Thank you. And Natsuhi sobbed as she spoke. This man from 19 years ago that Aunt Natsuhi kept mentioning was the man who had supposedly framed her. However, referring to a man from 19 years ago was as far as she would go. And she made no attempt at all to explain what had actually happened back then.
きっとこの中にあの男の手先が混じっているはずです。あの男はあなたたちの誰かを通じて今のこの私を嘲笑っているでしょう。なら伝えなさい。これで気は晴れま。19年間あなたを災難だ痛みと苦しみを少しは言えましたか。ようやく私をここまで追い詰めたのはそれを認めさせたかったからですね。
夏日さん、私たち以外に部外者は一切存在しません。いもしない人物がさも存在するように振る舞うなんて。
Shut up, Erika.
Erika laughed mockingly, but as Natsuhi looked at us. No, as she looked at some being behind us, she hung her head and shook. Then she confessed to her sin.
Oh, the kid, she was referring to the newborn baby.
やっと直接的な言葉で罪を認めましたね。
いいえ、昨日今日の事件のことではありません。19年前の殺人について。
With this soundtrack, The adults was whispered together, wondering what this was about.
I wonder who the man is at this point, because it was the baby that was dead, and I thought it would have been a girl because baby Beatrice reborn in homunculus thingy and all of that stuff. But homunculus, but what about a man?
Because they had never heard about the murder case 19 years ago.
今から私は許せなかったのです。その赤ん坊が。
赤ん坊？今さら何の話ですか
？19年前のあの日、私はお父様より一人の赤ん坊を託されました。いつまでも跡継ぎを身ごもることのできない私に、ならば養子を迎えよとお父様がおっしゃり、施設から連れてきたという一人の赤ん坊を私に抱かせたのです。それが私にどれほど女としての屈辱を与えた。
With a mix of conflicting emotions of anger, sadness, regret, and possibly defiance.
Defiance.
Sorry. Defiance is none of the things.
It's French.
Antonatsui confess, yeah. The humiliation as a woman that others had given up hope on her, even bearing a child. And also the indescribably unpleasant feeling of being made to nurse a strange baby. It caused her great sadness and rage. And before very many nights passed, it ate a hole into her heart.
そして私は心を悪魔に売り渡したのです。あれは赤ん坊を抱かせた使用人と共にバラ庭園から船着き場の方へ散歩に行った時でした。私は一人になりたかったので、赤ん坊を連れたその使用人の女は律儀に私の後について回りました。一人にしてくれとさえ言い出せず、だから赤ん坊の泣き声から逃れられず、その日より19年間私を苛む長き頭痛の日々の始まりに、そして柵より崖を望む遥か眼下の岩浜にこの赤ん坊を放り捨てることで全てなかったことにできれば、そんな悪魔の誘惑を私はそしてそれが本当にできたらどれほど素晴らしいかと、その誘惑にほんの一瞬耳を傾けてしまったのです。その時赤ん坊を抱いた使用人が大きな石を踏んで足をくじき、そして粗末な柵に寄りかかり、その時柵が大きくきしんだ気がした。私は危ないと言いながら肩をつかもうとしました。いえ、そんな曖昧な言い方はしません。懺悔します。告白します。私はあの時確かにその使用人の肩を両手でドンと強く、粗末な策は根
Oh,
元
she
から
actually pushed there?
使用人とその手に抱かれた赤ん坊と一緒に眼下の岩浜へ転落していきました。その瞬間のこと。
Did she push her or she think she pushed there? Because that's kind of...
なのになぜか曖昧でとても不思議な気持ちだったのを、転落したというより
It almost felt as though instead of falling,
何もない宙に二人が音もなく飲み込まれて消えたようにさえ感じたのです。だから私は二人が岩浜に落下した音さえ聞いています。いえ、きっと聞いているのです。でも消えたと思い込みたかったから、その聞いた音をきっと記憶から消し去ってしまったのです。
Magic?
Gap said that she took care of them.
それから。
私は一瞬これが夢だと信じました。あの高さですから、ちょっと身を乗り出したくらいでは眼下の二人は見えません。だから二人が落ちたことさえ、ほんの数秒前のことさえ現実のことなのかわからなくて、きっと私はここから赤ん坊が落ちればいいのにと願いすぎて白チュームを見てしまったに違いない。そう自らに思い込ませ、足早にバラ庭園にも赤ん坊は使用人に任せ、私は一人ここで休んでいたことにしました。そしてお父様に赤ん坊はどうしたのかと問われ、任せた使用人の姿が見えないと騒ぎになって。
Eventually, the broken facet was discovered, and the two corpses were found at the bottom of the cliff. The baby's origins apparently couldn't be made known, so its existence was hushed up. And the official story was that the servant simply died in an accident alone.
Could the man be like the servant husband or something like that?
そう、私は一度に二人もの気の毒な使用人については遺族に十分なねぎらいをしました。
Someone from her family or...
真相を知らない老いた夫は
Okay, yeah, see.
嘆きつつもそれに納得してくれました。そしてほんの数年前、老衰で亡くなり。
Oh, okay. So it's not the husband because it's dead.
しかしあの赤ん坊に謝罪したことはありません。それがあなたの目的でしょう。だから私は今ここで後宮夏日は19年前にあなたを崖から突き落として殺そうとしました。でもあなたは死んでいなかったの。こうして生きていた。それでも私を母さんと呼び、この島へ帰ってきて、こうして復讐をされたのですね。あなたはこの19年間、母と呼ぶはずだった私に突き落とされたことを知って、どれほどの憎悪の人生を送ったのでしょうね。そしてあなたは、私があなたを突き落としてから得た18年間の人生を、こうしてもう私には愛した夫も娘もいません。そして私にはこうして人殺し呼ばわりされた。いいえ、本当に人殺しですものね。ええ、そうです。あなたの目論見通り、私は今やどうですか。復讐にはこれで十分ですか。夫と娘を殺され、人殺しの汚名を着せられ、不貞の汚名まで、こうして生き恥をかかされる私を見て、あなたは満足ですか。さぞや満足でしょう。私の名誉すべて奪い去ったのですか。
この後に及んでまだ濡れ衣だといい。まったく。
Shut up.
聞こえていますか。19年前の呪われた赤ん坊、これで満足ですか。あなたはまだ何か足りないというのですか。許して。
ダメだな。
Oh?
バトラさん、何か言いました？
What?
全然ダメだぜ。
バトラ君。
ああ、ダメだな。全然ダメだぜ。
Oh, it's going on its own. I'm not pushing anything.
This fucking game. I'm not crying. No.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you were okay.
That soundtrack just kills me every single time.
I see.
See, Natsu is not innocent, but how can you
Okay.
blame her completely with this?
Natsui is not innocent. I mean, I'm not. I honestly don't believe that she pushed that person down the cliff. It's more her feeling guilty than anything else. I feel like she feels so guilty that she believes she actually pushed the servant down the cliff. Because it is an actual thing. I mean...
Whoa. That was cool.
Wait.
That's a cool effect. I like that.
But... I mean... She's not innocent? I don't know. Still... She didn't deserve all of this. And I wonder if there's a reason that Erika chose her to be the culprit. Because it could have been anyone.
Maybe she was the easiest to frame. She was the easiest to corner.
Yes, but what if... I don't have proof here. What if the man on the phone and Erika were on the same page? I mean, they were like conspirating against Natsuhi. What if? And now I'm really leaping it. The small baby was actually Erika. How old is Erika?
17.
Yeah, she says she's 17. She could be older.
They said that she's wearing Jessica's clothes when she was she was younger.
Yeah, but one could be just short. I mean...
Could be.
Where do I see the characters? Characters. Pretty simple.
Oh, you only have chapter 4.
That's right, because I haven't finished... well, if we start the tea party, we probably...
Probably, yes. Where is the tea party?
Do we have to do start, and then... Yeah, here.
No, tea party.
And then there's this. End of the Golden Witch.
No.
And then we have Dawn of the Golden Witch. Ah, okay. I was wondering what the warning was for. Okay. Let's just start, and I just want to see the characters, what they say about Erika. This is the human tea party. I mean, kinda.
Erika, ドラノール。
No, okay.
Doesn't say anything here.
Doesn't say. I would
But
say
I mean,
17. 16, 17.
Okay, let's say she's like... She can pretend to be 17. Ooh, do we have proof she is 17? Did she say it in red?
No, we don't. No, she didn't.
So, yeah. So she could just be short, and let's see. So she could technically be the little kid. The newborn baby. I have no proof of any of that, of course, but still, it could be. And the man could be just her pretending to be a man, you know. changing her voice somehow could be made, could be possible even in the 80s. With very simple methods.
Maybe she's just good at picking her voice.
Even if it wasn't like that, there's very simple method to change your voice on a phone. If you put a piece of cloth on your phone, you could mask your voice. And talk, you could mask your voice. Yes. In all phones thing, in all phones, it was that simple because the audio quality wasn't that good.
I see.
So it could have been something like that. By the way, this is my blue truth.
Yeah, understandable.
I mean, I'm just throwing it. This is probably not true.
You can throw.
But I'm throwing it anyway.
Listen, by this point, you know that the way that the human side has to fight is by throwing.
I have no. Have you ever seen the meme of the dude on the car? I have no proof, but I know. Yeah, it's me right now. I have no proof, but I know you have something to. You know something about that. Oh, good God.
Oh, fuck this face, oh God.
お呼びですか？あなたたちは引き続きこのかけらにとどまり、残る第1から第4のゲームすべてを解明しなさい。もはや魔女幻想を主張する哀れなかりそめ魔女は存在しない。むき出しの真実を徹底的に暴いてやりなさい。
Oh, she wants to have human explanation from chapter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I see.
Yeah.
お任せを、我が主。このフルドエリカに解けぬ謎は当然よ。それでこそ私の駒、私の分身だわ。
Berncastel wore a massive and horrible smile, which Erika shared. Beatrice's witch's illusion would disappear, and the results of all of these previous games would be painted over.
If that happens, would Beatrice actually die? The outside game, Beatrice.
I would assume so. It had been crushed in every possible, and the only naked truth remained. To Erika, such a weak truth might as well have been a fish on a chopping board.
過去の4つのゲームはすべて夏日の犯行とそのイレギュラーで説明可能です。もはやベアトリーチェなる魔女の犯行とは二度と語らせません。直ちに編纂に入り、極上の物語を献上してご覧に入れます。
What about the games where Natsuhe died?
Well, we see.
I mean...
ベアトの魔女伝説はひとかけらも残してはダメよ。使用人たちの間の噂、不可解な出来事をそうであるかのように語る金蔵の幻想と連動した魔女幻想、すべて完全に処分しなさい。無論です。直ちに着手いたします。現在家具たちの身柄を拘束、よりしろの特定を急いでいます。
The Seven Sisters of Purgatory had already been taken into custody. Those noisy sisters who had served Beato now faced nothing but denial. What sort of fantasy were they based upon which allowed them to manifest? Everything would be exposed and denied.
アイゼルネ・ヨングフラワー、すでに調査を開始しております。最新の調査結果では、1960年代にニューヨーク近隣で製造された可能性が濃厚です。すでに補佐官が現地入りしております。 1960年代煉獄の七姉妹はメイドイン USA?
I mean, could be. I don't see why that could be a problem.
ソロモン王に連なる千年の魔女に仕える家具と
Oh,
生
that.
きながらとんだまがいものじゃない。何者なの？
報告によればオカルトマニアの富豪たちにイミテーションを売りつけて高額詐欺を働く集団があるとか。
騙された富豪が同様に曰く月を語って転売するためマニア間で偽られ神格化された可能性があるとのことです。裏付けと詳細特定を急がせています。
その界隈では後宮金蔵はどんなパチモノにも大金を払う乗客だったとか。
それが煉獄の七姉妹の正体？おかしいわ。ベアとの魔女幻想らしいとんだまがいものだわ。
7つの大罪を語る分際でイミテーションの土産物風情だったわけです。まあ私も初めて見た時からいかがわしい土産物屋で売ってる文鎮に過ぎないとは。
Yes, you knew it somehow. You just knew it. Okay. Sure.
文鎮。その真実はもう七姉妹には突きつけた？
いいえ、まだです。
あいつらまだ自分たちは偉大なる魔術師によって生み出されたとか本気で信じてやがりも。早く完璧な証拠と真実を突きつけ、自分たちが原価30ドルにも満たない文鎮風情であることを思い知らせてやりたいです。
その時どんな顔を見せて絶望するのかしら。楽しみだわ。その際には私を呼びなさい。最高の紅茶と梅干しを持って鑑賞に来るわ。
Beato's witch illusions had already been seen through, and it had been proven that every one of them was simply the result of a human fantasy. What kind of fantasies created them, and what was their basis? The illusions would be confronted with this perfectly proven truth. And at that time, they would disperse like smoke and be completely annihilated. This was called execution.
処刑は見せ物では原則非公開です。
元老院議員であらせられる大ベルンカステル教による大法院が職務を適正に執行しているかの視察です。異端審問官風情が拒否する気ですか？
ええ、そうよ。ドラノールたちが職務を正規の手順で遂行するかどうか、私は元老院を代表
Well,
して視
at
察
least
するだけよ。
Landor tried.
Yeah.
ワルギリア、ロノウェ、ガープたちも現在拘束へ向けて準備中です。シエスタ姉妹子の得体が捜索に当たっています。無論その後にベアトリーチェに関わった3人についても拘束、処
Oh,
刑しま
of
す。
course.
ドラノール、シエスタ姉妹の正体は？
高い確率で犯行に用いた凶器がよりしろではないかとガートルード上級補佐官が専従チームを結成。
Their weapon used in crimes?
全件を調査中です。
シエスタ姉妹の処刑も楽しみです。一人ずつまとめて一度に。
茶葉の缶を中身全部ポットに入れるバカはいないわ。一さじずつゆっくり味わわなくちゃ。
まったくです。処刑は連日行いましょう。家具たちに魔女たちに一人ずつ連日の処刑賞を必ずやお届
This
け
is
します。
painful.
No, wait, don't tell me. It's gonna be more satisfying if it happens all of a sudden.
素敵じゃない。
I was gonna ask if Erika dies, but if she dies, don't tell me, because if that happens, I wanna see when it happens.
何しろ随分の人数がいるからね。2週間くらいはたっぷり楽しめそうじゃない？誰から処刑するか その順序を彼らに決めさせるとか処刑概念についても最高の提案をするように。
At least there's no Sakutaro. I mean, it's that it died once, it was enough.
毎日楽しみたいわ。
処刑は大法院規定の方法でと規則があり。
お任せを、我が主。必ずや魅力的な処刑賞を準備いたします。
最低でも四つ咲き系くらいにはな。
無論です。ヨーロッパ各国からアジア各国まで、東西のあらゆる王国が採用した国王への反逆罪にのみ適用される各国最高の処刑を列挙してご覧に入れます。
私からも処刑方法を提案したいわ。それに悩むことは寝苦しい夜の最高の清涼剤だから。アイデアを練って今度手紙で送るわ。
かしこまりました、我が主。
I just thought about something.
Yes, distract me from this pain, please.
I just thought about something. Okay, no, follow me. Wait, let me formulate it in my head properly first, because I have to think about many things that happened.
No worry. Take your time.
Was she alone the entire time when she did all that stuff? Did she use magic?
Who? Sorry?
When Erika did all that listening and all the other stuff and all of that and yeah, I put the piece of tape over there, and I need that, I need the other, and all of that, and listen all the night and all that. Was she alone the entire time? Apart the one piece of tape that put with Eva.
Eva. Yeah.
Was she alone all the time?
Yeah.
Did she use magic?
No. She did not.
I find it thinking she did all of that alone. That's it. Is it just a detective rule?
Yeah, it's the deductive privilege. Also, Erika is not normal, so.
So she's. I mean, it's a detective privilege, okay, but I don't know. When what's the point when detective privilege start and the finish and the magic start? Because as a bit of.
This is though. Wait, this is interesting. This is gonna be meta. This is gonna be fourth wall breaking as always.
Of course, yeah.
Where does the detective role stop and the witch's role begin? It's just a matter of point of view.
That's what I was thinking, because
if Erika can just do that, all of this. Because she's a detective, she's so smart and
and all of that, and she had that all whatever she want, and she also have the power to not sleep an entire night and perfectly listen to someone in a different room next to her, which is honestly crazy.
Technically, if Maria were to see this, she would say it's magic.
Okay, so. Is she a witch?
It's just that she could. I would say that she could be a witch, but she's not calling herself witch. She's calling herself a detective, which is a human role.
I mean, it's just a matter of labels at this point, then.
Yeah, but labels are important.
Yeah, but
in this game, labels are everything.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But if she said, "I am," I don't know, the witch of investigations. Would it be? I think it would be the same, honestly.
Yeah, it would be the same. Yes, I agree. we agree with this.
It would be the same as her saying I'm the detective.
Yeah.
It's a different type of name, but it's the same occurrence.
It's the same certainty. It's the same thing. It's the same capability.
It's the same occurrence, the same capabilities, the same stuff that she's able to do. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You're right. Yes.
I mean, if she would have been instead of saying I'm the detective, she would have said I'm the witch of investigations. Let's say it's a thing. I don't know if it is a thing, but let's say it is.
Sure, there are witches of everything. I'm the witch of big, so.
Oh, she said it. She said it. Said it, guys. She said it. She said it. Clip it. She said it. Finally admitted it.
No, but you know that there's a bunch of different witches depending.
Yeah.
on
I mean, the
their
witch of
focus.
certainty, the witch of whatever. Hear that?
And you know that I could be a witch of creation. But I call myself witch of experience.
Okay. Yeah, but still.
So there's different things that you can do.
There's even I wouldn't say species, I would say sub categories, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that the witch of creation is a subcategory of the witch of resurrection.
I wouldn't say the opposite,
example.
honestly.
No, but remember that creation is just making it appear, right?
Yeah, but creation
Giving birth
makes
to
it
something.
because I wouldn't say the opposite, because creation makes it out of nothing. Resurrection makes it out of something that was. And it's still more than zero.
Yeah, but
It's a concept that once existed and I can imagine it. Zero is literally nothing.
I think in chapter 4 they clearly said that the resurrection is harder than creation.
Yeah, they said resurrection is the hardest magic to perform. Yes,
Yeah,
and that's
I
okay.
think it's
But
harder than-
I mean, it doesn't have to be. I mean, a specific thing in a category could be harder than the general thing.
You know, I'm just thinking that creation you can just create something out of nothing. But
Yeah.
it's your own imagination. You don't have to base it upon anything else. Resurrection means basically taking someone or something that you knew and doesn't exist anymore and making it real again.
Yeah,
so
but
you need to base it on something, and it's so
And
realistic.
isn't it harder to create something out of nothing because you have to make it completely realistic and all of that, and make it that so that you have a sense and all, and compared to something that already existed?
This is something I don't agree on, just because I think that you can take creative liberties with creating. When we create characters.
No, wait,
for
sorry.
things,
You're right, but I have. Honestly, my point was different. Isn't it more specific to create? If I create something from zero, I create it from my mind, and then I give it it becomes a thing. Okay? If I resurrect something that once existed, it's based on something that already was, and I make it happen again. Let's say let's talk about drawing, because it's a perfect example in my opinion. Let's say a painting. Where did you go?
What? No, where did you go?
No, where did you go?
Disappeared.
You disappeared.
No, I'm here.
No?
I'm here. No, I'm here. Wait.
You disappeared.
No, I'm still hosting, so you're disappeared. You disappeared.
Oh, it's Tim.
Again?
It's Tim. It's Tim. It's not me. It's Tim. Because The live is still up, so it's not me.
It says that you're disconnected.
What the okay, let me...
Do you want my PNG?
No, wait. I will close and reopen Vtube and see what happens. In the
We're
meantime,
having a little bit of a too heated argument.
what is a stream? A miserable pile of scuff. What is a stream? A miserable pile of scuff. Okay, no, it's definitely Steam. Because Steam is not doing Steam things. Let me reopen Steam. And see what happens. Steam exploded completely. That's the thing that happened. Completely exploded. I'm invisible, but I will appear. If you think hard enough, you can make me appear, chat. You just have to think it very loud in your mind. If it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen, you have to believe in your heart that I will reappear. If it doesn't happen, it's your fault.
I believe in fairies. Well, what? No, wait. You're joined again.
Yeah, because
You're joined again.
Yeah, let me just... Okay, I appeared, and now you have to believe that Dolphy is gonna appear. Or else she's not gonna appear.
There we go. We're here.
No, you're not here for me.
Oh, you're here for me though.
Yeah, but you know, you're the host. It's faster for you, of course, because you're hosting. It's gonna happen. Let's give it some time. By the way, what was I saying? Before every... Oh, there you go. Here you are.
There we go. We were talking about the Witch of Resurrection compared to Gold.
Yeah. What I want to see is Resurrection. I think it's more specific than Creation, because Creation creates everything and also can resurrect. Resurrection is more specific to reviving people. Or something that ceased to be.
Yeah.
Creation is all a bigger category.
No, okay, I get your point. It's like you're saying that basically creation is more versatile.
Yeah,
and,
with creation, I can create everything. It's literally in the word. Creation could be anything. And even from zero. But resurrection is something that existed and I create it again.
Yeah, so it's a subcategory, like you said.
So it is a subcategory. It doesn't matter if it's harder or easier, but it's a subcategory in that sense.
Okay, I understand.
Doing something more specific, it could be harder than doing a general bigger category thing. Think about think about art. There could be an artist that can do 3 or 4 type of painting, but then there's an artist that does a very specific type of art that is very hard to do, but it's a smaller circle compared to the bigger
one. I understand. I was somehow thinking in an evolution sense, in like a level spike sense.
Level spike. Really, level spike is different though. It's a different type of reasoning.
Yeah, I was thinking in that sense. I think, as in, you can begin as a creation witch and then level up at the resurrection because it's harder.
I can see. That yes, I can agree. But still,
we were reasoning into.
But still, that goes in my category as an example, because you start as the bigger one and then you go specific into the smaller circle.
You know, okay, I understand. I see your point. But
okay, by the way,
were we doing?
well, I was saying, even before that, I was saying, so if Erika called herself the witch of investigations, the witch of detectives, I don't know, whatever that is, that could be.
The witch of reasoning.
The witch of reasoning. The witch of investigation, let's call her, okay? Instead of detective, it would have been the same thing as saying I am the detective, and because I am super cool and I can do all this stuff, and no one can argue because I am cool just like that.
Yeah. Would have been the same, but she's not doing that. Instead, she's denying that. But we know that it's just a matter of perspective.
What if someone proved that she uses magic instead of actual, and proved that she's a... What would happen?
But can you do that?
I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. I'm just asking. I'm not asking. I don't know if you can. I'm not saying can you do it. I'm going even further than that. I'm saying what if I could do it?
Like, she would have I don't know how to...
She would have existential crisis probably. By the way, let's go back to the execution.
Yeah, we were playing Umineko.
We were playing Umineko.
ではベルンカステル式はその最後のフィナーレに全ての幻想を打ち破りベアとの魔法体系を完全に打破した最後の最後にてベアトリーチェの処刑にて我が主の望まれる最高の処刑をありがとうエリカ。あなたのおかげで私は病の辛さを当分の間忘れることができそうだわあなたは最高だわ。私の駒、私の分身、そして私の可愛い娘。もったいないお言葉です。我が主。エリカ、あなたに栄誉と褒美を与えるわ。
I only want to say something. Whenever she say Waga and Wagauji, the first thing that comes to my mind, because I told you, in Camera Zio, there's the character that go Waga Maho and does the announcement every time he transforms and there's a new form. I told you about that. And every time he refers to the main protagonist, he calls him Waga Mao. Like, my king.
Yeah.
ベアトの最大の象徴であるあの大広間の肖像があれを外して叩き割りその薪にてケーキを焼いて食べなさい。そして残った額縁にあなたの肖像画を掲げることを許すわ。
Oh good god, do we have to see her face every time? Now?
Oh.
Flames dot GIF on the screen.
ありがとうございます。
Honestly, it's even too good for you, Erika. I have to be honest.
Exactly.
最高の栄誉です。ベアトリーチェの名前と痕跡のすべての抹殺、それがすべて終わるまでの間、あなたにこの閉じられた六軒島の主となることを命じるわ。奇跡の魔女、ベルンカステルの名にをその日まで、あなたに魔女の位を与えることを宣言する。
Oh, she is a witch now? Okay. What the fuck?
I was waiting for this. I knew this, of course, but I just told you.
真実の魔女、
What the?
エリカを
Which of truth? I was waiting for this because you did all of this, and I was like, I remember her being a witch. I don't remember when.
What the actual fuck? I was. What the heck? How? I don't even. What was all the reason I was doing that till now for? I just have to wait 2
Actually,
minutes. Okay.
The game is proving your point.
What the
You're too
fuck?
good for this fucking game.
I don't even know how to react to this, honestly.
Take your win.
I mean, honestly, I said it could have been, but I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon.
Honestly, I thought that it was in chapter 7. I remember a scene from, I think, chapter 7, so I was thinking about that, but I didn't know it was here.
Honestly, I was thinking, oh well, even if it was something like that, I would have to have like 3 months to see anything. Instead,
I'm dying.
honestly, I don't know the reaction. I was like, what the heck? I was seeing it right now.
Oh god. Okay.
I don't know if I have to laugh or anything else because I am too confused.
The
ありがとうございます。我が主。
What were you saying?
No, the game just told you. Good job. You got it. Let's go.
この栄誉に恥じて一層の働きを誓います。
Even though she was nothing more than a piece, she was being granted the honor of calling herself a witch like her master, if only for a brief stretch of time. Erika was so moved at having her hard work acknowledged in this greatest form that she trembled.
ドラノールは引き続きエリカを補佐し、その進捗を私に報告しなさい。
御意です。
ところで、ラムダはどこ？
あちらにおられます。
From the guest sitting on the second floor, she pointed downwards. Lambda Delta could be seen beneath Butler, who hung there dead, run through by the red longsword.
後ろ宮バトラーか。面白い男だったわ。そしてもっと面白くなれたかもしれないのに。残念ね。
見事な死に様じゃない。エリカ、このバトラの亡骸は屋敷の大広間に飾るといいわ。次に私がこのかけらに訪れるときは、私をその前で迎えなさい。
Yay.
かしこまりました。我が主。
Of course, what she was gonna say no.
永遠に主の勝利の記念碑といたします。
それは素敵ね。洒落てるわ。漆喰で塗り固めて、美しい純白の石像にするといい。可愛らしくデコなんかもしてくれちゃったら最高ね。
Oh, like House of Wax, basically.
はい、ラムダデルタ教。
It's another movie where people die and cover them in wax to become wax statues, and yes, they are alive until they die of like hunger or thirst, basically.
ご期待に添えるよう努力します。
おめでとう、魔女就任。一時的なものであれ、私はあなたを友人として迎えるわ。
Erika was so overcome with emotion that tears came to her eyes. Because no greater pleasure exists for a piece than having its effort acknowledged by its master.
最後にはベアとも剥製にしてやりたいわ。そして大広間に高々と飾ってやるの。
白樺湖畔？
Hirakaba?
人間狩りの伯爵よ。
I don't know.
Is it the little gauze for the weather thingy? I don't know.
Wait, isn't that Terutero-bot?
Oh yeah, that's the Bozu. I don't know. I have no idea what Shirakaba is. Whatever.
私、魔女じゃなかった頃にあれを読んで、永遠の命を得た人間ってどうしてここまで残忍になれるんだろうって、不思議に思ったことがあるわ。
Look at you.
あの時の私は正直共
Oh,
感できな
yeah,
かった。
okay.
魔女になって1000年を生きてよくわかるわ。あれの筆者は本当の意味で私たちの残酷さをよく理解していたのよ。
What? Human hunting count. Oh, it's a book?
Shirakaba. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I wanna look for something else. One moment.
It's an actual lake. I don't know, it's an actual lake.
It's an actual lake? I don't know.
I'm confused. Human.
Lake Shirakaba. I have no idea what that is.
次はどこへ行く？どうせ旅立ちはお互い背中を向けて。
あなたに退屈をしたくないからよ。
ありがとう、ベルン。でも私はきっと100を数えたらまたあなたを探し始めるわよ。
退屈させない子ね。だから好きよ。愛してるわ。またどこかで会いましょう。もっとも100年先か1000年先か未来永劫。
大丈夫よ。愛し合う二人にかけらの海は狭いわ。
第三の男？
天井桟敷だってば。
What are you
These are all
talking
books,
about?
I think these are all books of some kind.
Ah,
あの
okay.
星空のように輝く無数のかけらを一つ砕くたびに一晩は退屈の毒から解放されると分かったら、お前だって星の数を数えてみたくなる。
うまいうまい。
The witches known as Voyagers travel across the countless glittering futures of possibility and gobble them up, trying to escape their illness called boredom for as long as they can. The tiny, tiny fragments created by the human known as Beatrice had now been gobbled up by the two witches.
Oh, okay.
And had lost its glitter. The two who had earlier called themselves rivals in front of Beato now stopped that charade and laughed together playfully.
エリカ、
They're treating it like it's like they're done basically. Said, yeah, we're done here. We can go back doing whatever we were doing before
just-
all of this.
新しきこのかけらの支配者、あなたが真実を紡ぎ、この世界の終焉までの物語を描きなさい。次は第6のゲームだっけ？
はい、第6のゲームです。
エピソード6はなんてタイトルにするか、もはやこの物語の紡ぎ手でありマスターであるのは。
ありがとうございます。実はもう決めてあります。
あら、もうなら聞かせてちょうだい。なんてタイトルなの？
はい、エピソード6。本当はじらしたいんですが、お教えします。
何よ、もったいぶらずに教えなさいよ。新米魔女のくせに先輩じらすとかってありえないわ。
Are we gonna hear?
エピソード6、チェックメイト・オブ・ザ・ゴールデン・ウィッチ。
Wait, wasn't it different?
Not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
It wasn't it different than the title
I
thingy?
mean, you can check.
Did it change?
Wait.
Yeah, it's Dawn of the Golden Witch.
Not gonna say anything. Shall we? Shall we? There's.
Yeah, I
more.
know. There's this.
Also, remember that we're not supposed to know the titles. of
Yeah, I
the-
know, but I mean,
Probably.
still. it's still it's there. So what can I do about it?
There.
Honestly, it's interesting since it's different. More than not knowing it. So if I didn't know, I was like, oh yeah, that's just the name of the night chapter, and I wouldn't even thought about it.
In the cathedral devoid of people, a figure could be seen, still staring up at the heavens. Its chest pierced with a long-haired sword which pinned it in place to the ground.
Sorry, let me drink.
You okay?
Yeah.
It was the figure of Butler. Ironically, it looked like just what he had done to Beato with the blue wedges in the 4th game.
Ah, yeah, that's true. It's the same exact pose.
Do you remember the drawing that I showed you?
Yeah,
The one
yeah.
that yeah. Butler had died quite some time ago. No, in this place, the concept of death means nothing except that one has stopped thinking.
Oh. Okay, I understand now.
Therefore, in a sense, Butler was not dead. After being defeated in a fight over the truth, he no longer had the strength to think of a way to resist. And so he was dead.
But what if someone make him think again?
Doranor's massive longsword, which had been left in place of a tombstone, fastened Butler to the spot even after his death.
Oh, do you want me to read? Or...
Maybe
whatever you prefer.
maybe in a little bit, if it's fine.
Okay, yeah, tell me whatever.
I feel like I can resist more to the drowsiness if I...
No, that's okay, that's okay. Just if you want, tell me whenever.
This was being lit by a faint light seeping out of a high skylight. Quiet footsteps rang out across this steel cathedral.
Oh, she's walking?
From the darkness behind the pillar, a woman slowly stepped forwards. It was Beatrice. Her eyes had no light in them, and looked the same way they had for so long in the Golden Land. Still muddied over with grey. Previously, she couldn't even drink black tea properly without assistance. But now, though it was slow, and though there was no life in her eyes, she was surprisingly walking. And with slow, deliberate steps, she reached Butler, who was still dead and pierced.
It's criminal that there's no a proper animation about this. Criminal.
I know. Then, slowly, she touched him.
Criminal.
She tugged on his sleeve. However, Butler showed no reaction. When she realized that he wasn't sleep but death, the witch with the forlorn gaze drooped her head even lower. Then she quietly whispered,
"Usotsuki."
Beato softly touched Butler. Then she pressed her forehead against Butler's chest. There was no longer any heartbeat. It wasn't just because he had surrendered. It was because the witches had banished him from the game board. So now, Butler would never return. So now, the Golden Witch Beatrice had no more reason to exist.
Hair down, yes.
ありがとう、嘘つき。さよなら。そして、ごめんね。
What?
Then the Golden Witch, her task completed, scattered as a spray of gold. It's even worse with the animation. Fuck! In the Golden Land, the grey rain gently continued to fall. There was a faint aroma of good black tea. Beato stared blankly at the surface of the tea.
Wait, is this a flashback or something?
Maybe. There was Virgilia, continuing her knitting. It's this scene, I think. Along with me and Donald talking to each other. This is a flashback.
Okay, yeah, if it wasn't clear.
A flashback to a memory of Butler's, which Donald's sword must have given him as it pierced him.
Oh, this is when Leonard went to talk to Butler. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. A flashback of that time Donald had come to visit the tea party in the Golden Land.
私も同じです。次に太刀を交えるときは遅れは取りません。
上等だ。相手してやるぜ。全力で来い。
約束します。全力です。
Donald. I thought she was a ruthless killer doll without a heart. But maybe she actually is pretty approachable. Though of course, neither of us will show any mercy when fighting on the game board. For a while, we gazed at the rain-drenched rose garden, as we quietly enjoyed our tea.
しかし、恐ろしいもんだな。お前の戦い方は。ノックス10回だったっけか?
Oh, we didn't have that or...
Nope.
Oh.
That's all the commandments. 10 commands created by Leonard Knox's father and used in heresy trials. Number 1, it's forbidden for the culprit to be on anyone not mentioned in the early... It's a one that we know basically already. The 5th is not included, if you look at it.
I think it's the Chinese one. There can't be any Chinese characters in the novel, I think.
Oh, could be.
Let me...
Forbidden for that to be the culprit, forbidden for the case to be resolved with clues that are not presented. Observers are permitted to put forward their own conclusions and interpretations. Forbidden for a character to disguise themselves as another without any clues. The debate over the interpretation. Okay, yeah, it makes sense that I mean, it's from when?
It's racist. Doesn't make any sense.
It's super racist and it doesn't make any fucking sense. That's why they removed it. The debate over the interpretation of these laws continues to this very day, and it has become the source of countless unfair controversies. While fundamentalists call any infringement upon these commandments heresy, revisionists point out that many canonized geniuses have violated these rules. I see. So basically saying, yeah, these are general rules, but it's not like you have to follow all of them because many people in that narrative staff didn't use them, all of them at least.
ミステリーのお約束ってやつだろ?
はい、我が父が考案した戒律です。
隠し扉は存在してはノックス第3条だっけか? だから探偵は隠し扉を探す必要さえ。なかなかな暴論だな。
Ben Castell talked about this. She said that even searching for hidden doors was a waste of time because they're forbidden by Knox's third commandment. It makes me want to argue back and say that it's not so uncommon for a rich family's mansion to have a hidden door or two built into it.
And also we know there's a secret passage in Irokejima, so...
Right. But apparently, you can get away with that kind of rule in the mystery genre. As an aside, there exist many wonderful mysteries in which hidden doors appear. And where hidden doors are the theme. Though of course this is limited to novels which have the premise that hidden doors exist.
If you think about it, and I know you watched it, even Knives Out doesn't respect that rule.
Yeah, of course. Without that premise, hidden doors mustn't
wait,
exist. Oops.
I clicked by mistake.
So if that premise isn't there, there's no need to search for hidden doors. But for example, I think... Oh wait, have you seen the third one?
No, I have seen only the first two. I want to watch the third one. I will watch it probably very soon, honestly.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything, but there's mention of a hidden door thing. So I was thinking about that.
There is a hidden passage or stuff like that?
Not quite. There's mention of a...
mention of a hidden
novel.
door. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not a mention in... mention.
Yeah. They talk about a hidden door.
Mention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, when you said mention, I thought, wait, there's an entire house?
No, it's not a mention,
yeah.
it's a... No, it's not a mansion, it's a mention.
English is not confusing at all.
No. I think that's probably the essence of a ridiculous argument. The thing is, usually you can tell them apart, but in this case, where there are mentions of mansions with hidden doors, it's not confusing at all.
Yeah, but still.
I get the feeling that the detective trying to expose the truth and the illusion trying to mask it with fiction are getting blended together, leading to a bizarre form of argument similar to a devil's proof. Making a locked room murder seem to be accomplished by a witch with magic, that's fantasy. Exposing that it was a human's crime done with tricks, that's anti-fantasy.
Okay.
Investigating all possibilities to expose what those tricks are, that's mystery. But claiming that possibilities with no hints supporting them are unworthy of investigation, that's also mystery? Hidden doors, by definition, are hidden in a way that there can't be any clues. Would claiming that hidden doors therefore necessarily exist, even if the detective can find them, be anti-mystery?
What? Claiming that hidden doors therefore necessarily exist even if they... Oh, okay.
That's enough of that. This argument is too far of a digression from the riddles I'm actually supposed to be solving. My fight is very simple. I'm only fighting to explain that it was possible for a human to carry out these crimes, which are supposedly carried out by a witch. This whole discussion about mystery and anti doesn't serve any purpose. So I can't bring myself to have any particular interest in the rules known as the Nox Decalogue.
Nox はお嫌いです。
苦手だな。隠し扉の存在を調べもせずに全否定可能なんて。悪魔の証明並みにうさんくせえな。ファンタジーの対極のはずなのに。なぜか同じ論法になっちまってる気がするぜ。言い過ぎた。お前の親父が作ったんだもんな。
お気になさらずに戯れに過ぎないとおっしゃる方もいらっしゃいますので。
バトラ君には実会はかなり傲慢なものに感じられるのでしょう。
正直なところを言えば隠し扉は存在してはいけないから調べる必要さえないなんて。頭のネジが落ちてないかどうか一緒に床を探してやるところだぜ。
ではバトラー、その第3条をなかったことにしましょう。そうなったら密室ミステリーはどうなるでしょうか。
What if Nox's third commandment, hidden doors are forbidden, didn't exist?
密室トリックのオチに隠し扉が多く。
手がかりや伏線のある隠し扉ではありません。隠しなのですから無論探偵にも発見できない隠し扉です。
バトラ君はよく悪魔の証明により発見できない X の存在を仮定、つまりはそういうことですよ。
最悪だな。密室ミステリーが読み物として破綻しちまう。
Yeah, but isn't that the whole point?
That was another way of saying that those kinds of stories would simply no longer work.
It depends, in my opinion. I mean, if you overuse it, of course, it's just boring.
But it just says that if you have a novel that's based on locked doors.
Yeah, in that case, it's different.
Take chapter 3.
Yeah.
Chapter 3 is a wholly locked doors.
Yeah, but I mean, let's say I could see like explaining like one of the closed doors with that. Let's say there was like one hidden message. I wouldn't say it's horrible or anything if you do it well. You cannot explain all of them. Oh yeah, there's a hidden message for all of them, so it doesn't make any. It would be so boring. But it's just one of them had that possibility. One of those mysteries had that possibility. I could see it as okay, but overusing it would be too much. Even like twice, it would be too much. It really depends on how you do it also.
Yeah, of course. So no one would no one would
No one would want to try solving the mystery.
No one would want to try solving the mystery in the first place. They knew the answer might just be an unforeseeable hidden door.
Yeah.
What a
せめて隠し扉はありませんと保証してもらってからじゃないと推理する気も起きない。
Yeah, also that you have to consider.
なるほど。ノックス第3条は必要だな。それがなけりゃ密室ミステリーは読み物にもなりゃしね。
推理する気も起きないとはつまりどういうことですか？
つまり読む気もしねえってことだな。
そういうことです。人間は推理可能だという保証を得なければ思考さえできないか。
推理可能、すなわち頑張れば解けますよという励ましが必要なのです。
This is this is the first thing that I told you about Umineko. Isn't that? I told you this is solvable. Even
yeah.
before beginning
Yeah,
Umineko,
yeah,
the first
yeah,
thing
yeah.
I told you is Umineko is solvable.
Yeah. You told me, I remember.
That might actually be true. It's the same with exercising. If you're told to run 10 leaps around the campus, you can tough it out. But if you're made to run even without knowing how many laps it's gonna be, you'll probably get tired out before making it around 3 times.
It's because it's hopeless, basically. Yeah, it makes sense.
The same thing goes for reasoning and thinking. Depending on whether or not a problem is guaranteed to be solvable, the way we humans react to it changes completely.
推理小説で探偵が犯人が分かったと宣言するシーンがあるでしょ。あれはつまりそこまでの文章で手がかりはすべて記したから。読者諸君、どうぞ推理をしてください。
There are mystery novels like that, yes.
へえ、単なるお約束のセリフかと思ってたが、そんな意味があったんだな。
意地悪に言う。探偵がそう宣言しない限り、どんなにミステリーを愛する推理自慢の読者であっても、推理をする気力は生じないということです。
過去のゲームにおけるあなたもそうではありませんでしたか？
Come to mention it, maybe that really was the case. My fight against Beato began in earnest starting with the second game, I think. When Beato threw locked doors mysteries at me at first, I didn't seriously try to tackle them. After all, I knew nothing except that the people had died in a locked room, and the windows and doors were all locked from the inside. I had basically no hints, so I refused to debate, on the grounds that I couldn't fight because the lack of clues made reasoning impossible. After that, Beato sneered at me, didn't she? Asking whether I would repeat that over and over forever in an endless repetition of moves. At the time, Beato
貴
said
様ら
this.
無能どもがいつも嘆いてみせる思考停止の理由、情報不足。そしてそれに対し情報を与えると、今度はその情報の真偽を疑う。便利よの。無能を棚上げする、実に小気味よい言葉よ。
Damn. And
Okay.
she said that she'd given me reliable information that couldn't be denied. And created the rule
Oh,
for the red
okay,
truth.
yeah.
Only after Beato had done all of that for me did the curtains finally rise on my battle with her.
俺はベアトにこの物語は挑めば解けるという保証をも初めて同じ土俵に上がったというわけか。
Yes, basically, if you think about it, yes.
不思議な方です。謎こそが魔女の住まう狭間なのに、自らその謎を暴くことのできる赤き真実をあなたに与え始めたのですね。
You could say that the red truth is a hint Beato gives me, so that I'll agree to compete in this war of reasoning. It's a carrot. Being given a hint, it's like she's saying, "Go on, try solving it. It is possible." An enigma which is guaranteed to be solvable can't be called a true enigma.
これではまるでベアト自身が
Wait,
自分は本当は魔女じゃないって。
an enigma that cannot be solved, it is also not an enigma, so it doesn't make sense.
自分で認めてるようなものじゃないか。
おやおや、確かにそうなりますね。本当におかしな子です。
Beato gave no answer. With grey eyes, she did nothing but blankly gaze at the steam rising from her black tea.
我が父は思考する力に杖を与えるために実戒を生み出したのです。決して物事を傲慢に決めつけるためではありません。
思考する力に。
そうです。ノックス第8条。提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。これは手がかりなしに当て推量で推理をしてはいけないという。
逆に言えば、出題者は解決のための手がかりを必ず提示しなければならないということです。
つまり実戒に従うなら全ての謎には必ずヒントがあるよって、必ず解決は可能だと保証されていることになるわ。
Would you like to continue?
Yes. You that you know, we don't know if it was a Natsuhi. Do we have an actual answer? Don't tell me what it is, of course. But judging by their argument, the game is basically telling me, oh yeah, you see what happened right now in chapter 5? It is solvable. I'm not gonna tell you how. Is it actually solvable? Okay.
Even chapter 3 is solvable. And you thought that it wasn't.
I don't
All of
remember
the
what
chapters are.
I don't remember what I thought about Henry. About chapter 3, honestly.
Now, the chapter 3 specifically, it's because Eva Beatrice went over everyone saying, blank is dead, blank is dead, blank is dead, blank is dead.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you were like, oh no, it's not possible to solve this. Everyone is freaking dead.
Oh, yeah.
Even that is solvable.
Okay.
Umineko as a whole is solvable.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about that.
You know, it is solvable. 100%.
Without pointing Natsuhi as culprit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Natsu is not the culprit. The game told you.
That was the point.
Yeah.
Now I was thinking about something, but it's very convoluted.
You can try.
But it doesn't even make any fucking sense. But okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it anyway, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's also super very convoluted. But could it be that it's considered all Butler's fault because it's the one that started the actual game?
In a way.
Because he's the one that said, "Oh yeah, I am gonna fight you," and then he's the one that killed everyone because he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight you," and all of that.
I mean,
In a way, if you could say that, and he's a culprit.
yeah, technically. It's not that complicated.
Kinda. It's not. Yeah, but it's how meta. Yeah, it's more meta than convoluted, and it's convoluted because it didn't directly kill the other ones. It made them die because of his challenge towards Beatrice. Indirectly, but he is technically the culprit. But it's kind of like saying, I did something indirectly, and I didn't know that I made someone else die because I wanted to do something. Can I still be considered a killer even if I didn't know what I did was actually killing someone? I mean, by the way, I see. So this is what she meant by crouch for the power of thinking. If you can't believe that it's solvable, yourself feeling the desire to have a go at those riddles. If you're capable of believing that hints do exist, you get fired about rereading the story to search for them.
確かに推理しようとする人間にとって勇気を与える力はあるかもしれないな。
ノックス実会はミステリーの出題者に課す制限と思われがちですが、読み手にとっても大切なものなのです。実会を杖とすることで。
Oh, we got a raid.
Oh.
Hi Juki, thank you for the raid. Let me give you a shout out.
Hi. How's it
Hello
going?
everyone. Shout out Juki. You. There we go. Hi, hello everyone. I'm Pixel. This one means Ofi. We're playing Umineko. This is chapter 5, so there's huge spoilers for the game.
Very end of chapter 5.
Very end of
so
chapter
beware.
5. Oh, Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass was a good game apart the tower. The tower is awful. You have to do that every time. I need to redo all the floors every time. But yeah. Don't worry if you have to go to bed and all of that. Just go if you need to. Take care of yourself. Go to drink and rest. Whatever you have to do. By the way. Yes, don't worry about that. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Thank you for the raid again.
推理する勇気と必ず隠されているに違いない手がかりを求めて何度も物語を読み返す気力を授かるのです。
This is what I'm doing right now. Just realized.
What?
Looking for the clues that I missed.
Oh, because you're replaying.
I'm rereading. Yeah.
硬くて開かない。ジャム瓶の蓋みたいだな。母さんがよく言ってたぜ。開かないと思ってるといくら頑張っても開かないって。スポーツにもそういうのあるよ。必ず自分は成し遂げられるという強いイメージがあるのとないのでは。記録に大きく差が出るというし。
In that case, the Nox Decalogue isn't really a set of arrogant and strict restrictions. You can also see it as a way of encourage readers who are trying to solve the mystery by telling them to give it their all, since it's definitely solvable.
面白い解釈だ。しかし、世の中の推理小説すべてが必ず実戒を守ってるわけでもないと聞いたぜ。
I have no proof, but I feel like this specific part has been made because people kept telling that this thing wasn't solvable.
I think so. Honestly, at one point
there was probably like people in socials and forum and stuff that said, "Oh God, this thing is not solvable at all." And then Yukichi said, "You know what? You think it's not solvable? Fuck it. I'm gonna tell you that it's fucking solvable. Shut up."
そういう作品にぶち当たった時、 騙されたってことにはならないのかよ。
実戒もまた解釈の一つに過ぎず、全てのミステリーに適用できるものではありません。父の原理主義者の方々は実戒を破った作品激しく糾弾される方もいらっしゃるようですが。
There's no end of arguments like these in the mystery world. Is either that famous detective novel a fair mystery? In other words, one that follows the Nox 10 commandments? The sort of argument is already an eternal theme of the mystery world. In fact, in mystery discussions, arguments like these sometimes becomes more heated than talk about the actual solutions.
そりゃ糾弾したくもなるだろうな。実戒に従い解けると信じて挑んで、実は解けるようにできてませんでしたってオチだったら、さぞや悔しくて仕方ないだろうぜ。
That's right. When fighting with the Decalogue, there's just one thing you want guaranteed from the beginning, and that is the guarantee that the detective novel will adhere to the Decalogue. If a work labels itself as an orthodox mystery, then you have nothing to worry about. However, the mystery genre contains many unorthodox subgenres within it. Does that mean that trying to use reasoning in an orthodox detective novel is complete waste of time?
それはそれで傲慢な気もするな。
はい、私も父の実戒をそのような傲慢の武器にされるのを。
お前は実戒を武器にさっきベアトと戦ったわけだが、それはつまりこのベアトのゲームの世界がノックス実戒にのっとっているという証なのか。
This is a very meta question.
I mean, Butler is kind of
The player, yes, I
player,
know.
yeah.
When I asked that, there was a strange silence. Virgilia, Blanor, and of course Beato all remained silent for a while, almost as though my question had touched at the core of something.
それは私の口からは言えます。
どうして？
これはこの子の作ったゲームです。あなたと勝敗を決めるためのゲーム。この子はそれをミステリーとファンタジーの対決のように呼んでいました。しかし残念ながら本格推理とは一言も言っていません。すなわち実戒にのっとっているという保証はないということです。
しかし同時にミス・ベアトリーチェはあなたとの勝負のゲームだとも、それはすなわちあなたにも勝利する余地があると。
すなわち推理は可能だって。
この子に言わせればおそらく推理は可能となるのです。しかしこの子とバトラ君が送り手と受け手の関係であるように二人は異なる存在です。ベアトにとって推理可能なつもりで出題したものがあなたにとっても推理可能なものなのかは別の問題です。
For example, let's say we pose a simple riddle that any Japanese person will be familiar with. However, if the person we're telling this riddle to is a foreigner with a Japanese-English dictionary in their hand, it might be almost possible to solve.
Yeah, we know this.
Why does this feel very specific? I wonder. I wonder. In other words, it's possible to have a one-sided solver of a problem, which might be easy for the questioner, but extremely different for a person trying to solve it.
Is that you? For real, for real?
Are they talking about me? Because it could be.
It could be.
By the way, do you know of the foreign riddle? Why do dragons sleep all day? The answer is because they fight nights. Oh, I see. It's a riddle from the English realm, so it might be a little tough for a Japanese person.
だからこそ私はこの物語がバトラ君に絶対に解けるものだと約束することができません。しかしこれだけは約束できます。
This is also Yukishi basically saying, listen, you people that don't know Japanese,
You can try.
you can try, but I did what I did. It's not like I can go back, so whatever.
赤き真実でそれを保証します。
なんだ。
ベアとはあなたに解いてほしいと願って解けるようにこのゲームをこの物語の謎を生み出しました。それだけは私が赤き真実で保証します。
So everything is solvable. Guaranteed in red.
But there's one thing though. Nox rules have been said in red, but nobody said that the Nox rules actually counts for this game. Vegeta said it herself. I have no idea if this is an orthodox mystery or not.
Wait, she knows. She knows, but she can't guarantee Butler that it is that way. It's different.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I mean. I cannot tell.
No idea.
She said,
she has never called it. Wait, go down. Go down. Okay. Stop. Unfortunately, she has never called it an unorthodox mystery. That means you have no guarantee that it follows the decalogue. You know, but you said that she has no idea.
Yeah, that's what I said. She basically said, I don't know if this is orthodox or unorthodox.
No, that's different. She didn't say that. She said that you have no idea. The Butler.
But she said this is something that Beatrice did. It has nothing to do with Virgilia. This is something that I cannot answer myself. Why?
Wait.
This game is that this child made. A game that is...
I read it differently.
She has never called it an unorthodox mystery. She doesn't know.
You can read it. You can read it in two ways. One is the way you read it, as in Virgilia doesn't know, and the way I read it, Virgilia does know, but she doesn't want to answer instead of Beatrice.
The way she says this, though, something I cannot answer myself, is she's saying something that I don't know myself. Something that I cannot answer. So, not I don't want to answer. Cannot means she's impossible to answer. It's impossible for her to answer that question.
Wait, I think it's both, honestly. I'm not sure. I see your point. But to me, it's like she knows, but she cannot answer that herself. Instead of myself as in not
I don't
you.
know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Just trying
this is more... I feel like this is more... Also, she created a game where Vegeta wasn't there. So, how can she know?
Okay.
I mean, maybe she could have said it to her and everything, but the thing is... What I mean is... What guarantee do I have that this game followed the Nox rules?
Okay, I get your point.
And that's what she actually said right now, because I have no guarantee that the game followed the Nox rules. And they have been said in red, though. So do they count, or they do not count as truth?
Heh.
Because until now, the red has been said to me as something that is not arguable.
Yeah, it's the absolute truth.
You just have to accept it. Absolute truth. But not truth has been said in red.
If we want to take that you can only speak the truth in red, then you have to take the Decalogue for it.
What if the what if though it's possible to say it in red because it's not like it. It's like saying that's the law, but I'm not. Well, what if I break the law? Is that law is still red because it's a law, but I can do another thing.
That's a good point.
It's like saying, let's put it very simple. Like saying, the law says I cannot steal. No one can steal. Okay, but let's say that I steal something from you. The law is still the law and it's still red, but I still stole something. It doesn't mean that law is still true because that's an actual law that applies. But if I stole something and nobody knows,
it's a good point, but I think it would be confusing.
It would be confusing still, yes. But like this game is not confusing at all in a certain point.
Yeah, good
So
point. Okay, I can get behind that.
I could honestly see it happens.
Yeah.
Like this game never said something like that at any point. So yeah. That's all I mean, basically.
You know, I understand.
By the way, it was the one guarantee that all those who try to use reasoning to use reasoning desire.
その答えが我が父の実戒にのっとり導き出せるものかは分かりません。しかしバトラが悩み苦しみ推理の指針を求めるときにもしも思い出したなら我が実戒も試してみてください。再び挑む勇気とひょっとすると何か新しい発見を与えてくれるかもしれません。
ありがとうよ。心底行き詰まったらお前の戦い方も参考にっていいのかよ。敵に塩を送っちまって。
お気になされずに手土産も持たずに訪れた茶会です。茶花の代わりとなったなら幸いです。それに私と再び相まみえたならそんな悠長なことを言っている暇はおそらくないでしょうから。
Nox Decalogue and Vigilia's Red Truth.
俺に解いてほしいと願って解けるようにこのゲームの謎を生み出した。
In other words, bad things I can solve it. Isn't that proof that it's possible to apply logic to this? Of course, that's from Beth's point of view. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be possible for me to work it out. But compared to before now, when I didn't even know whether applying reasoning was possible or impossible, that one sentence might give me a great deal of courage and strength. At least it has the power to silence any negative thought about it just being useless anyway.
相手に証明させなくては推理をしない。まるで奥手な若者の恋愛のようですね。
恋愛？
ええ、自分のことを愛してくれると相手が先に証明しない限り、自分も相手を愛したくないでしょ。
Boys and girls want to hear someone says I love you to the first without being prompted. That's the dream. They don't want to love another person until they're sure that person will love them back. After all, there's nothing as painful as one-sided love, and the emotional scars of a love that doesn't work out last a long time because they're afraid of that pain. More than anything else, they want assurance that the other person will love them back.
A lot of money right now. A lot of love right now.
A lot of love right now.
推理小説における作家と読者の関係を面白く表現しています。
Yes, maybe you could liken detective novels to that. But the writer and the reader first want the other party to tell them I will solve it, or it can be solved. Until the writer is assured that readers will definitely attempt to solve their story, they don't want to write it. The same goes for the readers. they are assured that they will definitely be able to solve the story if they try, they don't want to read it. Because they don't want to write what they consider a masterpiece and be heard when no one reads it. Because they don't want to apply logic to what they consider a masterpiece and be heard when they realize it was all useless.
その理論によると、まさに奥手な小学生、中学生の恋愛だな。気があるくせに打ち明ける勇気もなく、相手の告白を待ってもじもじしたまま何の進展もなく、ひと夏が終わる。いやいや、他の男とくっついちまうことだってあるぜ。俺の初恋もそんな感じだったさ。
Along with this one-sided feeling they can't express, they lament the passage of a summer which will never come again, and the days of their youth end. The writer wouldn't write until he gained the support of readers goes for all eternity without releasing his maiden work. The reader who waited for the writer's rise to fame goes their whole life without knowing the joy of the mystery genre.
卵が先か鶏が先かという奥手な恋愛はどの段階にまで進んだら相思相愛の関係になるのですか？
それは積み重ねだろうな。まず友達関係から始めてコミュニケーションを増やし、こいつはきっと俺のことが好きで俺もこいつのことが好きだ、疑えなくなった段階を2人が共有できたところで、まあ多分自然と恋人関係に進めるんじゃないかと。唐突な告白で始まった関係は割と別れることも多いが、実は互いに告白したことがなく、気づいたらずっと一緒にいたって連中の方が案外付き合いは長いってのが俺の今日までの印象だ。
つまり互いが相手を信じる信頼関係が生まれたらということですね。
うん、意外だぜ。ミステリーってのは作家と読者のバトルだと思ってたんだが、実はそうじゃないのか。
互いが信頼し合った上でしか成立しない愛ある関係なのですよ。
じゃあこいつと俺の関係も殺し合いじゃなくて愛ある関係だっていうのかよ。
It's like 2 chapters that I've been saying that.
意地悪をし合う小学生同士の関係
You laughed at the same moment Virginia laughed, and I was like, what the?
It's the time I told you the truth. I am Virginia.
Okay. With your joke at us in a middle-aged woman sort of way.
Hey, game, what are you trying to say?
Middle-aged woman sort of way?
Yeah.
Still, though I'm not expecting friendship or a trusting relationship, I can accept her as a rival. Beta is fighting in full force, trying to make me acknowledge that she's a witch. Oh, I think I skipped something. And I'm responding to that, going all out, trying to deny that witches exist.
Miss Beato が正面から全力であなたにぶつかっている。どうしてあなたは言い切れるのですか？
見てりゃわかるだろ。
あなたに全力で正面からぶつかっていると彼女が赤き真実で宣言したわけでは。
Stop saying full force. The first thing that comes to mind is the theme of Kamen Rider Capital.
なのにあなたはそれを疑わないわけですか？赤き真実以外は何も信じないとおっしゃったあなたがです。
バトラ君の言うところのコミュニケーションが増え、互いの関係が疑えなくなったというものに違いないですね。
Jin and Lano giggle together. One guy, multiple women. The topic is love. Wait a sec, isn't this the first worst formation for getting made fun of? I tried a couple of times to change the subject, and clumsily brought up more refined topics in an attempt to return the mood to something more suitable for a tea party in the rainy Golden Land. But each time, Brigida saw right through me and laughed at me.
Fuck you.
Read as a
Continue
book.
to talk about love, bitch.
Even amidst this, Peter kept looking downwards with those grey eyes, staring into their black tea. Oh, end of flashback? Yeah, that's right. Brigida and Runner gave me so many hints back then, and yet I barely thought about them at all. Because you're dumb, dude. It's like 5 chapters that I've been saying that. It's way too late now, but let me think. Now that it's too late to change anything, and I have an endless amount of time on my hands, let me think. One more time. Let me think about the red truth Vegeta gave me. And the crutch called the Decalogue that Lanor lent me. With the red truth, Vegeta guaranteed that at the very best, Beto left enough room in this tale for me to achieve victory. That red truth guarantee will give me the power to stop my heart beating once again. And then there's the crutch of the Decalogue which Lanor lent me. This is a new song, by the way.
Yeah, I think so.
Even she began by warning me that the Decalogue isn't so almighty that it can't solve all the riddles. But even so, she cannot describe it as made to solve, no, to take on riddles. Let me try it. Even though there's no guarantee whether this tale is mystery or fantasy, let me believe that I'll definitely be able to solve it. That it is a solvable tale, a mystery, and let me make one last attempt. When I came to, I was suddenly in the strange tea room, where I had often argued fiercely with Beto across the table. Of course Beto was nowhere to be found. It was just me, isolated and alone. That's alright. Even so, I won't stop thinking. Okay then, what were the Nox commandants again? Giordano explained most of them when slamming me with them. Of course, even I recall them vaguely. What was the first one again?
謹んで申し上げる。ノックス第1条。犯人は物語当初の登場人物以外を禁ず。
To be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story. Okay. So it's someone that appeared in chapter 1.
Okay, good. The follow.
When I'm unsure about what the first one was, Lanor's subordinate appeared, as if in answer to my question. Without bothering with a necessary hello, she told me nothing more or less than I wanted to know.
そうだったな。第1条。犯人は物語の最初から登場している人物でなければならない。
So, if it is someone that was in chapter 1, we can only get towards to Ushimiya family, servants, and Nanjo. There's no one else. Cannot be anyone else than those people. 18 people. 17, because Kinzo's dead.
17 people, yeah.
Does that mean that by the end of the first game, the culprit must have appeared already? I mean, even if Kinzo's dead, it could still be Kinzo if he sent someone to kill... No, wait, it can't be. If he sent someone else for the family to kill them.
No, that doesn't work. Because
doesn't work.
They said it in red that Kinzo was already dead at the beginning of every game.
Yeah, but if Kinzo before every game said, okay, you dude, kill everyone else and do the epitaph thing.
In that sense, I mean,
let's say it asked, I don't know, Genji to do that. I'm just choosing one randomly. It doesn't matter.
You know, I get your point.
The culprit, the band-aid, is still Kinzo. Genji did it, but it's still Kinzo doing it because Genji doing it because, but it is Kinzo that said do that. So he's technically the killer. Does that mean by the end of the first game the culprit must have appeared already? Yes. True. That is the most basic of basics in the mystery genre. A given. A given? Have you really kept that as a basic assumption? Teaching you a game, the number of people this tale keeps increasing. That violates the closed circle rule. From that moment onwards, everything is screwed up. Did I give up on the inside, thinking that the true culprit or mastermind must not have shown up yet, and that reason was therefore useless? If I read this tale as a fantasy, new characters keep showing up to the point where even having demon kings or gods or divine creators appear wouldn't be strange at all. Even if the true mastermind appeared in front in one of the last episodes, I just accept it as that kind of story. However, if I read it as a mystery and stick with that conviction, then there's no need to worry at all about anyone who shows up later, because Nox first clearly rules them out, stating that it's impossible for the culprit to be anyone who appears later on in the story. Of course, there's also what both Lanor and Vegeta said. There's no guarantee that this tale follows the rules of Decalogue. So, of course, I can't deny the possibility that the culprit first appeared in the second game or later. Okay, but people died in the first chapter as well, so... However, this is one way of thinking. This time, I forgot about the Devil's Proof completely and tried to borrow the power of the Decalogue in my thinking. After all, I know by now that I'll never be able to reach the truth without looking for multiple perspectives.
何度も繰り返されたこの18人の中の誰か19人目の幻想なんて初めから必要ない。
Even the first of Nox's commandments denies the existence of an unknown person as the witch from the very start. If I'd followed that in the truest sense, I might have not have suffered so miserably in the second game.
慎んで申し上げ立てまつるノックス第2条探偵方法に超自然能力の使用を禁ず。
Daron's other subordinate appeared without a sound and gave me an answer to my question. That's right. A detective can go around using magic. Erika? We have to talk.
Technically, she's a witch outside right now. She's not in the game.
そしてこれがフェアな戦いであるなら探偵と同様に犯人もまた魔法を使ってはならないということだよな。
慎んで申し上げる。解釈は自由と知りたまえ。
Basically, screw you.
だよな。ああ、俺の自由に解釈させてもらうぜ。
This game has fair battle between me and Beto. And because this tale is solvable, it features no elements which are impossible to explain with logic.
Oh, web style.
In other words, magic must not exist. When it does appear, I shouldn't suspect that the mystery element is breaking down, but I should instead question why it was shown and suspect the witness and observers. That's right. That was Beto's greatest weapon in the second game. The depiction of magic had no place in the mystery, but showing me that, she forced me to think this tale wasn't a mystery, and therefore that reasoning was impossible, and I surrendered. However, if I had believed unshakably that it was a mystery, it would have been completely obvious to doubt the witnesses who claimed to have seen those things. Also, at the end of the first game, it was revealed that this tale is being passed down to people in the future by means of a message bottle. Someone wrote down the incident in the form of a story. In other words, this entire story is a world which includes the personal opinion of an observer, namely the person who wrote the message in a bottle. Oh, so that's how the story's been told. Okay, until now. I honestly didn't thought about it, but yeah. You know, the worthy observer isn't God, it's a human. Therefore, there is no guarantee that the description are truly impartial. By the end of the first game, it had already been made clear that the text violate the constant premises of the mystery stories. That it must be told from a God-eyed view. For that reason, it's possible to doubt not just the witnesses but the observer as well. If I could have doubted this much, then no matter how many similarly unsolvable display of magic appeared, I would have to blindly accept them and give up. I honestly would have I solved that it a different way, saying that, oh yeah, it's because the person that said that, that saw that, believes in it, and then saw it with it because he thought he saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all plain make-believe.
Yeah.
However, that raises the question. Is it even possible to solve a story written by an observer who isn't impartial? Our reasoning ends here if he gets obsessed with this. We still don't know who wrote the message in the bottle, though.
Technically, it was signed. Ushiramiya Maria.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot about that. Maria wrote that.
But the handwriting was...
was Beato. Yeah, so...
It was Beatrice.
But what if I say... And it's something that I could honestly see did happen. What if Maria changes her handwriting to make her look like Beatrice wrote that?
I mean, it could be. I mean, you know Maria.
Yeah.
She would be capable of that.
She believes so much in Beatrice and all of that she made all of that stuff. That's why it's so important for me to believe that Beato is trying to fight me through this tale. Because it's a fight, that means I've been given a chance of winning. And the fact that I've been given that must mean that reasoning is possible. This part is the hardest. Unless I believe that the cruel witch took on the risk of losing to try and have a fair fight with me, I can't get past this part. Virgilia's right. It's just like love. I can't believe that Beato is fighting me head on with everything she's got. I won't be able to reason any further than this. Alright, I'll admit it. Unless I admit that we're in love, I won't be able to get any further. When Virgilia ran out of passion with the two of us, shy and incapable as we were of admitting that out loud, she gave me that red truth instead. That was the red truth saying Beato wanted me to solve the riddles of this game, so she created them to be solvable. What the hell is that? It's like Sato-san in Class A says he's liked you. Like hearing a love's confession be our friend. I really am pitiful. Reasoning is love. If we don't love each other, the logic won't open up. In that case, why can't we just say that we love each other? If you think you can solve it, just you try. You're incompetent, like hell you can solve it. Yeah, according to Giorgio Nicky, you call that sort of thing Tundra. Ah, tsundere? That's what I mean?
Tsundere, yeah.
That brutal witch is funny, starting to look a bit cute. If I met her again, I wanna try saying, you're such a tsundere. Well, I wonder why it's called, it's translated to Tundra.
I'm not too sure, honestly.
If I met her again, somewhere...
他の実会も教えてくれ。純不動でいいぜ。使えそうなやつを頼む。
謹んで申し上げる。ノックス第8条。提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。
Okay, so all the clues have been given.
謹んで申し上げる。ノックス第6条探偵方法に偶然と第6巻の使用を禁ず。
Okay, that's pretty clear. Must be solved with clues that aren't presented, and it must not be solved by luck. This tale made to be solvable, then we can call it this the opposite way. In other words, clues must have been prepared so that the tale can be solved. And it has to be made that, in a way that it can be solved without relying on luck. If I can believe strongly that Beato is challenging me to a fair game where reasoning is possible, I can be sure of that. That must mean that Beato has already concealed clues, hints, and messages within the tale so far.
There's so many. If I could, I can guarantee it in red. There are so many things.
But you know it's not fair.
But I know, but I am a witch, and I can guarantee it in red.
Okay. It isn't from the Decalogue, but Eric or someone said this. There are 3 leaders to be exposed in a mystery. Oh, yeah. Before this, I want to know something.
Yes.
I don't know how to... until now, did my reasoning make any sense, or I am going into a wall?
You have said so many things that are very much spot on.
Okay.
A lot of things that are so much spot on. You
Okay.
don't know who the culprit is.
Yeah. No. I of course, I have no idea who the culprit is.
But you've
course.
said a lot of things that make a lot of sense right now.
But
Not
what
right
I
now,
what
sorry,
I mean
until now.
is I am, because I'm every now and then I throw something out and I don't know how much I can because I just throw them and I don't know if any of that makes any sense or not. Probably a lot of stuff that I say makes no fucking sense. But if at least in like every time I say at least one of those is something that I
Pixel, I have a proof of this.
Mhm.
I have the tangible proof that you have reasonings that work, which is the existence of a chat that you know of, where I am meticulously writing down every single thing that you say
Okay.
I'm not allowed to comment on
Okay.
out loud. So yes, there exists a chat that contains all of the things that you said in the past.
Honestly, the thing about Erika being a witch earlier and honestly getting that just before the thing was revealed, I honestly surprised myself. I had.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Oh,
That's
I
one
honestly
didn't-
surprised myself because I had no idea I could spot that precisely. I just
Wait,
missed
let
the
me-
name, and because was it like Witch of Truth? Was it Witch of
I have,
Truth? Or
Yeah, Witch of Truth.
okay, and I
Witch of
said
Truth.
Witch of like the tech investigation or something like that, but you know.
Yeah, Witch investigation. I have. I'm gonna just say this. I have a message of a live that was 1 year ago.
Wow.
It was
Okay.
the 19th of May, 1 year ago, which says a thing that you said. That's the very first message and the reason why this place exists.
Okay.
Uh,
Don't tell me what it is.
no. Of course I'm not gonna. That's very important. That's very spoiler.
Of course.
That's very Wait, let me see if I can find something that I can say. No, that's even worse. That's even worse. Well, sorry, this is something that's a little bit more memey. Natsu is the only one I would save for now. From the 30th of June.
Between the adults, yes, that I said it several times. That Natsuki is the only adult that I honestly see no actual bad intention in air.
Another one. Kinzu, have you become the ghost of your own study?
Oh. Yeah.
Also, the whole thing about if you believe in something as a collective, then this thing becomes true. That's something that you've always said.
Yeah, but that has been said very early, honestly, if I think. It's been established very early.
Yeah, but it was still chapter 2 when you said it.
Because they kept saying that, honestly. They kept proposing me that argument, even if they weren't specifically explaining it. A lot of people a lot of stuff was happening like that. A lot of people believing in one thing and then becoming the truth. It wasn't magic still. Yet.
Also, sorry, one last thing. Chapter 3, it was November, and I sent you a little sketch of Eva Beatrice's face, and I wrote, then you wrote, evil and messed up, the face of someone that makes you say, fuck, Beatrice was so much better.
Yes.
And we were like, she just came out.
Oh, yeah.
So your reasonings are good. Continue.
By the way, 3 is whispered in a mystery. One is the who done it. Who is the culprit? One is the how done it. How did they commit the crime? One is the why done it. Why did they commit the crime? All these means that clues related to these 3 riddles are already present in this tale. No, strictly speaking, it's like this. Beto scattered hints about because she wanted me to solve those 3 riddles. Though whether I'm capable of catching those hints or not is another matter. Even if you pose as a...
Mood. That was me when I was reading.
Yeah, honestly. Even if you pose as a riddle thinking it's easy, it might be a bit difficult for the person trying to solve it. Therefore, it's not really natural for there to be a person different in how difficult each person think it is. Yeah, it much depends on how your mind reason compared to another. That's why, as Beta went through each successive game, she watched me closely and tweaked the game as needed to get a good arrangement. When Beta realized that I completely surrendered in the second game because it was too hard, she secretly worried. If I surrendered and lost the will to fight, the game would no longer remain on an even footing. Therefore, in order to make me regain my will to fight, from the third game onward, she set things up in a way that made it easier for me, giving me tips on how to fight and a few hints. The appearance of Virgilia and Renova was obviously so that they could help me.
Wow.
Oh, I rewatched. I
we need
rewatched.
to watch this.
I rewatched the fight with this
you need
thing.
You need to show me.
Yes.
You need to show me one day.
Yes, whenever you want. Also, though we still had the usual crazy magic show, she gave me the metaphor of the Browning Tube trials, as well as tips on how to fight back. I finally understood how to fight, and at the end of the 4th game, Beato managed to have the all-out showdown with me that she had probably wanted most of all. And there we go, that's the picture.
Yeah.
Then Beato acknowledged that my ability has become full-fledged, and entrusted me with her heart. Entrusted me with explaining this tale, didn't she? She also... He honestly missed the thing she said last. The question she asked last. Or was it, who am I? I kill you, but I'm not here. Who am I? Something like that. I don't remember the exact words. Was it like that?
Yeah, that... honestly, I don't...
It was something like, you can see me, but I killed you, or something similar to that.
Something like that, but the point was, well, who am I?
Yes. In the case, it was really dumb of me to boycott most of the 5th game. just because I was so disgusted with those two witches. It doesn't matter who the game master is, all I need is to search for the truth in Beato's game. On the contrary, I should probably thank those two witches just a little, for continuing the game in Beato's place now that she's gone and left everything to me. Of course, I know those evil witches were trying to do anything of the sort. Culprit, crime, motive. The answer, the hints to those three ultimate riddles, must be scattered through all the tales shown so far. It's probably a very faint light, like trying to find beads that have fallen onto a sandy beach. They're definitely there. However, they're so faint that unless I believe strongly, there's no way I'll be able to find them.
金家、慎んで申し上げる。
なんだ。
物語を遡りたまえ。今の汝には真実のか弱き光を見逃さぬ目が与えられていると知れ。
今こそ物語を。
推理可能とは信頼関係の先にあるものと知りたてまつれ。
ああ、知ってるぞ。
Without land, we cannot be seen.
いや、今ようやく気づいたかもしれない。
Something that has been repeated over and over again
There
through
we
the
go.
tale. Repeatedly so.
愛がなければ真実は。
Ah.
Slowly, the tea room dissolved into darkness. Then, as though I was slowly sinking to a pitch-black sea, I passed through the cracks of the long journey I'd taken with Beto, and kept on falling and falling. It was a bizarre experience, like crossing over the boundary of sleep while still conscious. The several tales that had come before came faint bubbles, no, there were small shining fragments that were scattered like red stars in a pitch-black sky. I kept sinking on and on into that sea. The tales up until now, one after another. Virgilius guided Dante to Mount Purgatory and led him to Beatrice, the eternal lady who waited at the top. Oh yeah, the naming was on. Yeah,
Of course.
it was pretty clear, honestly. If it wasn't,
Yeah.
if it wasn't clear already, there's Virgilia also, so you know. Therefore, their innermost depths lay not at the bottom, but at the peak of Mount Purgatory. The Eternal Lady had been waiting there for Dante the whole time. And then I knew. I finally reached the truth. The depths, no. At the peak of Mount Purgatory. Idiot. You really are an idiot. Oh, he's waking up? Okay. He woke from the sleep of death, and bit by bit, his sense of pain came back to him. As Balter hung there, pierced by the longsword, his head still tilted towards the heavens. Life gradually returned to his face, through an expression of suffering. That's lyrics. Balter noticed. The whole time, Beto had been snuggling up against him, sleeping. And when he held her, he found that it was not Beto, but her crumbling remains. And because her form was fragile as ash, my brother tried to hold it, just like a sandcastle made on a beach. Being washed away by a small wave, it fell apart and lost its form. At Butler's feet lay nothing but the ragged remnants of Beato's dress and a pile of ash. No, on top of that pile of ash she could see something sparkling gold. It was the husk of a silver gold butterfly which had been torn to bits. And so Butler knew I did reach the truth, but I wasn't able to do it, while Beato still remained in this world.
ベアト、お前本当にバカだろ。俺はようやくこのふざけた謎の真相にたどり着いたんだぞ。お前のお望み通りにくじけずにとうとう最後までたどり着いたのに。なのにそれを待てずにくじけちまったんだよ。お前はあんなにも信じてたんだろう。俺が絶対に真実に至ってくれるって。ならどうしてそれを俺と一緒に信じて待てなかったんだよ。永遠の拷問を強いていたのはお前じゃない。俺だ。俺がお前に過酷な拷問を強いた。そしてお前は最後まで抗い俺に訴え続け、そして俺はようやく今になってたどり着いたってのに、お前はもう待ってなくて手遅れになっちまった。バカ野郎。どうしてお前が先にくじけちまうんだよ。
Oh, this is not it. That it's my fault. I forced her to endure this torture. In fact, I'm amazed she endured for so long. She kept on appealing to me over and over and over again. And because I was so incompetent, I couldn't even begin to understand the truth.
お前の謎はさ、ひねりすぎなんだよ。どうしてもっと簡単に言えねえんだよ。バカ野郎。
A scream of pain filled this cathedral of sorrow. The sad witch wasn't able to let Butler know the truth. The sad man wasn't able to understand the witch's truth. Butler howled in anger and set them for both of them. The clock hung in the cathedral showed that it was midnight, October 5th, 1986. Time was up for everything. If you're going to create a riddle as hard as this and be so proud of it, don't go and set a goddamn time limit on it.
わかるぜ。それほどのわずかな奇跡の中にお前は祈ったんだよな。お前もじいさまと同じだったんだ。
You prayed for and bet on the power of a miracle. One so unlikely that it was totally impossible, less likely than finding a bead you dropped on a sandy beach. And because you did, I have now arrived at that miracle. But your time didn't last long enough. And if I reached this point even a little sooner, I could have seen the truth. Even if I had been right before time was up, I might have been able to save you. And now I've been run through pathetically. And I can't even hold what remains of you. I struggle, attempting to pull the wrong sword out, or at least touch her remains by stretching out my arms, but neither worked. At that time, I noticed a golden glint on the palm of my hand. It was a single wing from a gold butterfly. The small fragment of gold was the only piece of Beato that was permitted to touch. I cried with all my strength, gripped that fragment, and I pressed it against my head, apologizing. Why couldn't I reach the truth earlier? Then I pressed it into my chest, promising that even though things had come to this... I pushed back by mistake. I would never again lose the truth. When I pressed my head against my chest, the sore pieces in my chest cut my wrist and blood dribbled out. That blood spread through my fist and must have soaked that cold fragment with my red blood. It must have been the only way of telling her that I found the truth she wanted to tell me. I clutched the wing of the gold butterfly with my freshly bleeding hand and pressed it against the red sword that impaled me. In this moment, Ushiromiya Butler knew and understood we had arrived at the entirety of this tale. At that moment, it seemed as though a faint golden light leaked out of the gaps in his clenched fist. The two witches had their backs turned, and Nerika was laughing at Butler's corpse.
本当に無様ですね、バトラさん。あなたの愚かさを石像にして永遠に。
Fuck you.
Just then, Butler's chest, no, the red longsword impaling Butler began to shine gold from deep within his chest. Did the Butler just got a sword? The bright golden light began to change the red world's color, turning it gold.
何事？バトラがこれは何
Butler coughed up blood and groaned. His consciousness came back. His will to live, his will to fight came back. The red longsword impaling Butler could no longer be described as such. By now it had become a golden longsword. Then, slowly, it pulled itself out of Butler's chest. After it finally pulled itself out, Butler completely it flipped through the air and stuck up right into the ground in front of Butler's eyes, as though he knew who its master was. Butler, clawing onto the floor and moaning, grabbed the golden longsword, and though it looked painful, he slowly rose his feet once again.
手の込んだ演出ね。これラムダの隠し玉。
その輝きってまさか。
Lambert stared wide-eyed at the bright golden glow in awe. Noticing that Butler's resurrection was a part of a script Lambert had thought up, Baron also frowned
悪い
slightly.
わね。最新は却下よ。シエスタ姉妹。その復活幻想を削除しなさい。了解であります。
I would like to tell you, Baron Cancer, that Butler already voided one of the sister attacks, so it could definitely happen again.
45、410、発砲許可。
それが IFF エラーコード999。
Yeah.
39だと。バカな。
She said she's hesitant and unable to carry out Baron Castle orders.
ラムダ、これはどういう茶番よ。完全に魔女幻想は打ち破られて、法廷は私の勝利に終わったは。
悪いわねベルン。もう少し付き合ってもらうわ。そうでしょ、後ろ宮バトラ。
ああ、待たせたな。エリカ・ベルン・カステル。今度は俺の真実の番だ。
再審請求を受理するわ。魔女集会の幻想法廷の閉廷は
異議提出。すでに裁判は結審し、判決は公示されている。
異議却下。いかなる判決も新たな真実の前にはかすむ。
The truth of the future and right the truth of the past.
異議提出。バトラはプレイヤーを追放されただけでなく、魔女の地位を持たない、上告する資格を持たない。
異議却下。もうね、あるのよ彼には絶対の魔女ラムダデルタの名において認め。後ろ宮バトラ、あなたを新たな黄金の魔女、いえ無限の魔術師後ろ宮バトラ。
Oh, so it's okay. So it's Sorcerer, the male version of which. Okay.
You've been asking since.
I was
last
asking
year.
since the beginning of the game.
And I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't.
Endless Sorcerer. Okay. I mean, he got the Endless 9, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
バトラが魔女の位を。
The Narca witch which she had desired for so long and been granted to Butler so quickly. And on top of that, this wasn't anything temporary. This was an official proper authorization by Lambda Delta. Area couldn't accept it, and her face turned bright red.
最後の最後まで楽しませてくれるわ。あの子のゲームは。いいわ。付き合ってあげる。エリカ、受けて立ちなさい。あなたが私と築き上げた赤き真実は完璧よ。夏日が犯人であるとする真実の構築は完璧だわ。絶対にバトラには崩せない。
無論です。我が主、何の心配もありません。それよりシエスタ姉妹、我が主は射殺を命じていますよ。いつになったら命令は実行されるんですか？エラーコード39。領主照準には解除コードが必要です。だからあいつは
領主？誰が？このかけらの支配者は誰？
Butler, of course.
私です。
Not anymore.
領主、まさかバトラが？はい、後ろ宮バトラはこのかけらの正当な領主と認定されているであります。
ええ、そうよ。まだわからないの？あの黄金の輝きの意味が。バトラはね、至ったのよ。すべての真実の最新王にね。
What?
だからバトラは今やこの世界の物語のゲームのすべてを理解して、それはつまりゲームの支配者の地位を得たということよ。それを信じたくないでしょ、ベルン。
Wait, so it's the same rank as Lambda, basically?
Okay, within this fragment, within this world,
Yeah, within
they
these...
have the same
Authority.
level as Game Master because they both know
The truth.
the innermost truth.
Okay.
But I mean, Lambda is a Senate witch. That's much higher.
I know what you mean, but I'm talking about different type of titles in this case.
Yeah.
信じたくもない。いいわ。バトラが本当に全てを理解したのか。エリカ。
残念ね、エリカ。せっかくこのかけらの領主に任命されたところだけれど、それを剥奪するわ。このかけらの新しい領主は後ろ宮バトラ。悔しい？ねえねえ、悔しい？せっかく領主になれたのに、いきなり剥奪ってどんな気持ち？どんな気持ち？
I was waiting.
私の推理を否定できるものならしてみればいいでしょ。そんなことは不可能。
不可。
Okay.
Okay. Good. I have nothing to say about that, just good.
私の構築した推理に隙はありません。夏日が犯人であることは否定不能。
俺は夏日おばさん以外が犯人である推理。
Oh, even said it in red. I only have one question, though.
Yes.
Everyone else has been proven. I've been said it red that it wasn't culprit, right? Has it?
Wait, no, it's different. It's not like in chapter 3 where they went X is dead, Y
No.
is dead,
No.
This is just
This is just
they went for an ad esclusione.
By exclusion.
By exclusion.
Yes,
And,
but what I mean is
they didn't say in red. No.
didn't they say in red it's not possible this person did that because no?
No, it was on the screen. It wasn't in red. There were the sentences on the screen, but it wasn't
Okay,
in red.
that changes completely what I thought then, Because I was too sure they said it in red, but if it's not like that,
No,
it's...
I don't think so.
It's a completely different thing.
Bergassel did give some red truths to Erika, or at least Lambda Delta allowed it, but they didn't go. This guy can't have done this in red. That would have been a little bit too much.
確かにお前の真実は否定不能かもしれないならば同時にお前の真実は俺の新しい真実も否定できない
I wanted to see if in the script here the red was still written in red. That's why. Butler spoke with the red truth allowed him by his status as a sorcerer.
夏日以外が犯人でどうやってドラノールバトラさんの妄言に付き合ってあげてください
Where's the landlord? Oh, okay. Slowly, Draenor stepped forward. In her hand was the red longsword of the Decalogue. She also had a blue short sword. In Butler's hand was the golden longsword. The two rivals once again, no, for the first time, they truly confronted each other.
バトラー、待っていました。
待たせたな。
いいえ、あなたの帰りは私の予想より早かったです。
殺しなさいドラノール A ノックス
Draenor's form disappeared in an instant, as though her slow, dignified movement from before were only a lie. The trail drawn by the longsword of red truth burned itself into the retinas of those who saw it. Before anyone had enough time to follow that trail, it was already approaching Butler's chest.
エリカ教の推理により第5のゲームはこの推理による真実を覆す新事実は存在しません。
Oh, called. Oh.
他の解釈で異なる真実の提示が可能だ異なる真実の並列により両者の真贋を問う
In this closed-off world, it's possible for different truths to exist at the same time. Furthermore, as long as multiple truths exist, it's impossible to claim that any of the truths are the single truth. In other words, even if I can't overturn Erika's reasoning by questioning its credibility and conquering it, I can't defeat it.
ベルンの推理は完璧よ簡単には覆せないでもねベルンの推理と互角の推理を提示できたなら戦いは氷結となるすなわちいずれかの真実は打ち破られて否定されることがあり得る
笑わせる脚本だわ悪魔の脚本はやはりこうでなくっちゃ
では問いましょう夏日以外の誰が犯人という仮説ですか
Good question, because that part. Butler's Gondola Longsword drew both red and blue trails at will.
夏日おばさんの告白した19年前の赤ん坊による復讐で構築可能だ
Okay, I honestly thought about it, but... And is it how I thought, that it's someone in the family that did that because it has been sent by that person? Or is it the person from 19 years ago posing and someone in the family, but in that case it would be much complicated because... I mean, you're trying to pose as someone... I mean, the family reunite once every year, so it could be that someone changed a bit, but if you have a different face...
Who knows?
ノックス、ダイ、犯人は物語当初の登場人物以外は禁ず。
Yeah, it's someone in the family, of
第
course.
5のゲームより登場した人物に犯人は名乗れません。
その19年前の赤ん坊は最初から俺たちの
Yeah, okay, as I thought.
例えばそれが俺だとしたら
What? It's him?
ノックス、ダイ、提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。
Wait, no, it is presented because we know that Butler's mother is not. We know that Butler's mother is not Azumu. But no one ever said it was Kyrie also. Did it happen? I forgot.
No, I don't think so.
But we know that it's his father is still Rudolph, right?
Rudolph, yes.
That's confirmed.
I don't think it's in red.
I mean,
I don't think it was in red, but it was one of the sentences that.
It has been said in red that he is Ushiromiya Butler. No, that's his name.
I think that they justified Butler being there by saying that he's still Ushiromiya Kinzo's grandchild.
Yeah, if it.
I think that was the sentence. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he is the baby and the baby is not dead, and it means that it's a baby that Rudolph did with someone 18 years ago, the time would match because it's his age. And he's doing a revenge and doesn't even know? Or he do know and he's doing it and is not aware that he's doing it?
あなたが19年前の赤ん坊であることを示す伏線はあったのですか?
The heck? Yes, there is.
There we go.
Yes, that was it.
息子でないとする赤き真実第一のゲームおよび今回のゲームにおける親父の隠し事の気配
Is this why Rudolph said, I am gonna die tonight in the first chapter?
I don't know.
And not because of the money?
I don't know.
Because he knew, and it has been something that shouldn't come out because of some reason not known to me right now.
俺の生まれに何か事情があることをはっきり明示している
But proposed that he might be the baby from 19 years ago, and announced that he would reconcile the crime with himself as a culprit. As Naru casually held her sword at the ready, she caught the distance between them. Now that Butler had inherited the position of this world territory lord and even attained the rank of endless sorcerer, his movements surpassed human understanding. By now, the physical distance between them probably counted for nothing, because their extremely agile battle was surpassing the point of where the concept of distance made any difference.
Ah, 聞かせてやる。それでも説明がつくこと。夏日おばさんが犯人だと決めつけることはできないこと。
Wow. I love that CG of Doranos. It's so cool.
Yeah.
グッド。あなたが犯人というならいくつもの矛盾が生じます。その矛盾があなたのか弱い真実を刈り取る。この私、探偵にして真実の魔女フルドエリカが。
It's time to make a step forward. Oh, she got
Oh, it's right here.
She got
A scythe.
scythe. Thank you. In her hand, there appeared a scythe like one of a Grim Reaper might hold. Ruthless scythe for reaping everything that threatened her theory.
犯行時刻は24時からの1時間しかありえない。
Oh, cool with that sprite.
That
Okay.
pose, yeah.
あなたはその1時間の間、屋敷の食堂にいます。よって犯行は不可能です。
missed.
So many.
死亡時刻が24時からの1時間の間と特定はされていない。よって犯行は24時から午前1時までの間でなくとも可能だ。
Yeah, the thing was only for Natsuhi. It doesn't come for him. Oh, what the? Crystals? Thingy?
What?
いとこ部屋の殺人に限定します。午前1時から事件発覚までいとこ部屋での犯行は不可能です。ドラノール、今です。
ノックス、ダイ、提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。いとこ部屋で実際に犯行が行われたなら手がかりが提示されなくてはなりません。それが朝まで室内の異常を監視していた探偵であるエリカ卿に与えられなかった以上、犯行は不可能です。
So
事
confident.
件発覚とは俺が悲鳴を上げて全員が集まった段階のことだ。そこまでに殺すことが不可能であってもそれ以降に殺すことが可能だ。
Oh, saying that he killed them before, after the scream? But he
Or
used a,
after, when he wake up.
when he woke up, yes, basically. But he used a blue flash to defend both of the red truth that Eric and Donald flung at him. Erika's eyes went wide. After all, what he had stated was completely absurd. At that time, they still hadn't been killed? Even though corpses were lying there with their necks slides
い
open?
とこ部屋の4人の死亡は赤き真実で宣告されている。魔女伝送のつもり？
No, never said. Yeah, but they had been found later. So, that doesn't deny that.
あの時点で死んでいたジョージたちを魔法概念で蘇らせたつもり？
なるほど。あの時点で死んでたと信じるお前にとっちゃ死者が蘇らされるみたいに見えるだろうな。ならこれはお前にとって魔法になるだろうぜ。
Yeah.
ならばお前に一矢報いるのは俺じゃない。
ほざて何度でも繰り返します。いとこ部屋の4人の死亡は赤き真実で宣告されている。そしてその遺体は大勢が確認しています。そして全ての死体は天使を誤らないとすでに赤き真実で宣言済みです。これでも食らいやがれ死者どもめ。
Oh!
その赤き真実が何時の時点でのものかお忘れですか、お嬢さん。
So, give me a second. I'm so sorry, just give me a second.
Okay. The first shower of red was blocked by a magical barrier set up by Rono, who suddenly appeared right in front of Butler. This is new, right?
Yes. Dream and Discharger.
Oh no, wait! I heard this already.
Yes, yes. There's it's one of the other ones.
Oh.
There's this one is gets themes from the other ones.
Okay, okay, I see. It's like a remix, basically, kinda.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, violin. Tell me when I can continue.
Yeah, sorry, you can continue. Sorry, I love this one.
That's okay. Now that Beth was gone, the demons shouldn't have been able to manifest themselves in the real world. However, he existed here, and calmly dealt with Erika's attack.
貴様、ロノウェ、どうやってここに？まあいいです。好都合です。探す手間が省けました。この場で捕らえて、あんたも存在否定してあげます。
譲るぜ。一つの傲慢なる真実だ。全てを支配などできないことを教えてやれ。
Yes, Your Majesty.
おお。
少しお相手しましょうか。どうぞ、お嬢さん。
あの赤き真実の死亡宣告は何時の時点でのものだ。それがあんたには特定できるって言うんで、特定できない以上事件発覚の時点での死亡宣告であることを否定はできません。
この法廷が改定した時、ラムダデルタ教は宣言しておりますよ。24時を迎えての答え合わせと。死亡宣告は2日目24時、すなわちゲーム終了時点のものです。そしてそれは事件発覚後と呼ばれる2日目朝以降の殺人を否定するものではありません。
Makes sense.
ではあの時点で犠牲者は生きていたと首がばっくりと裂かれているのに。
It just happened after.
それを探偵殿はご覧になら。確かに全ての死体は誰であっても検視を誤ることはないとなっており、死体でないものを死体と言っていけないとは言われておりませんもので。
Something other than a corpse as a corpse. Erica's drawn her side recklessly, but Ronova blocked everything with elegant gestures made with the shield on one of his hands.
じゃああの時点では誰も死んでない？まさか首に傷さえない？だって。
Oh, it's going for the point of view narration, saying that we'll say that whoever said in that description is real.
足元がお留守だわ、お嬢ちゃん。すべてのゲーム開始時に後ろ宮金蔵は死んでいる。
Oh, yeah, true. Pitch black hole opened beneath Erica's feet and swallowed her up. You've probably seen through the other side of the hole. But the same thing you see if you look down through the skylight or on the ceiling of this cathedral. Virginia could already be sitting me there inside the cathedral. What did it say?
Oh, Mother Mate, it's the same weapon that she used against Beato in chapter 3.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was the same. As Erica fell from the heavens, Virginia was right below and thrust upward with her divine spear glowing blue.
あなたの推理の遺体消失が破綻します。
道理です。金蔵以外の人物が遺体を消失させねば破綻します。
この程度で。
Oh, hid! Vegeta Blue's divine spear skewered and pinned Erica in midair. Erica struggled with the hatred, but she couldn't get it out easily. Then, all around her, several small fast things clanged off the walls and surrounded her. Oh, it's the fakes! 7 people manifested at once.
こんな文鎮風情が。ジョージは死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。
ジェシカも死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。
マリアは死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。
Mama say Maria.
ローザは死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。 ゲンジは死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。
So they never disappeared.
Never disappeared.
クラウスは死後、遺体は一切移動されていない。
That's so satisfying.
よって、遺体発見後に遺体が消失することはありえない。貴様の推理。遺体は金蔵が運び出したは破綻する。
ジ
Yep.
この私が探偵が
With Kinzo's existence denied, Erika was probably capable of accepting this spin by making only a small revision to her theory. However, to her, having the revised theory she had already created was extremely humiliating.
夏日を追い詰めるためだけに策を浪しすぎたわね。
推理を遊びすぎましたな。金蔵の死を赤き真実で語れるのは今やあなたの主だけではありませんよ。
これが魔女の闇を遊んだ報いです。それを知りなさい、フルドエリカ。
Of course, even Erika had dubbed Kinzo's existence from the beginning. However, in the trial that had taken place before, no one except Burn Castle as well as Lambda Delta was going along with her had been capable of denying Kinzo's existence. And because of the willful silence of those two, she had been free to shape the truth about Kinzo in any way she desired. She expected that Butler would become a witch, a sorcerer, capable of using red without proof. However, she had her own Inquisitor who could also use red without proof to counter.
Nox 第探偵方法に超自然能力の使用を禁ず。金蔵の死を赤き真実で示すならば、それを構築する人間の真実、証拠の提示を求めます。
許せ、クソじじい。
声ゆけバトラー、我がしかもあんねえ。
証拠提示、後宮金蔵と識別可能な遺体を提示する。
Wait, the body's been found? When? In other chapters, yes.
In other chapters, yes.
その遺体が後宮金蔵であると証明することはできますか？どれほど金蔵に酷似した遺体であろうとも当人であることを証明できない限り、第三者の身代わり死体であるとの主張が可能です。それが金蔵の遺体であることを人間の真実で示せますか？本件のみ赤き真実のみでの反論を無効とします。
へえ、赤き真実での反論を無効？そんな思考もあるのね。
確かに第三者の死体が存在しないことは、しかしそれを赤でバトラのやつお手上げじゃない。
You could say the thing about the extra fingers, but it's not enough. Definitely. Extra toes, I mean.
そうだな。この閉ざされた六軒島では、この死体がじい様のものだと示せる客観的な方法はない。
それこそはこの遺体が替え玉死体である可能性の示唆です。この身元不明遺体が金蔵の死を証明するものにはなり得ません。
チェックメイト、我が推理は
Banner is sealed off the red through this means of proving that Kinzo's corpse has been shown. Even with the power of witches, Butler couldn't argue back.
赤き真実を封じられて、どうやってその死体を金蔵だと証明するの？無理よ、不可能だわ。
赤と青ならね。
この死体が後宮金蔵の死体であると保証する。
Oh, it is all. It is. How do you say that? It is.
Ultimate?
No, it's like he's the lord of this fragment, so he can, if he says something, it's guaranteed, basically.
Yeah. He has the same powers as Lambda Delta. Same powers.
It's in gold, basically, because it's him.
Yeah.
Then, when Glanor met with Butler's golden flash, she was unable to fully block it with either a red longsword or a blue short sword, and she was blown backwards into the air. It's his own color, basically.
Yeah.
It was a direct hit without any miscalculation. Though she had always seemed as firm as a small giant before now, she was finally blasted away and slammed against the wall as though she was the slender girl she appeared to be.
Imagine this scene animated.
It's criminal that it doesn't exist. Criminal.
見事な黄金の真実、有効です。
黄金の真実
The golden longsword, which has been drawing red and blue trails before now, finally drew a trail which attained its divine golden color. The truth it showed was neither red nor blue, it was gold truth. I would like to take a moment to say that in alchemy, gold is considered perfection.
There's oh, sorry, I know there's it's another thing, but in Mages the Awakening, gold is the color of magic itself.
Yes, it's because in alchemy theory, you know, they were trying to create gold, right?
Yeah.
And the gold has been seen as the perfect thing to do. So it's considered perfection.
Great.
何それラムダこんなのはルールにあるの
ええ、黄金の真実有効よ。黄金の真実はこの世界の領主、いえゲームマスターにしか使えない。
なんですって
黄金の真実、赤き真実とは異なる方法によって紡がれる。その力は赤き真実と時に劣るでしょう。しかし時に勝る。
So it can be better or worse depending on the situation.
バトラ君は本当にベアトを理解した証。
It's yeah.
示したぜ、この死体がじい様であることを。
はい、黄金の真実。ジュリ、エリカ教の推理は修正に応じぬ限り破綻します。
そんな
Erika cried out in pain. Yes, good.
Good.
It wasn't the pain of her body being impaled, it was the pain of her own theory being defiled.
なるほど叙述トリックの寄せ集めかと思ったらこれはいつの間にかとんだ傑作集だわ。
バトラー、それ以上語るは野暮に過ぎるわ。あんたの遺体消失の真実、もはやこれ以上語らずとも完全に理解させてもらったわ。なるほどね。あんたの考えてるそれはこれまでの法廷の全ての赤に矛盾しない。19年前の男の復讐を軸にしたあんたの真実、その全て理解し受理したわ。
Butterflies, yes.
あんたの真実の成立を宣言する。
そんなどうしてですかダイラムダテルダ卿。
Well,
まだ全てを説明しきっていません。
it was enough, or else the player would have known too much.
秀吉の密室や夏日の自室の封印やクローゼットのボタンやまだまだ他にも反論の手段が用意してあります。
あんたまだバトラーに反論できる気でいるの？
Only Erika, the one who was supposedly so intelligent and couldn't understand. He couldn't understand that Butler had already found the real truth.
以上によりじい様の不在は証明され、夏日おばさんのじい様をめぐる不名誉は返上される。夏日おばさんは純潔にして停粛だ。貴様ら好みの下劣な物語は許さない。
バトラ君。
さらにこれまでの死者全員の死亡時間に疑義が生じる以上、夏日おばさん以外全員のアリバイは白紙に戻る。夏日おばさん以外に犯行が不可能であるとの論法は通用しない。
So that's why they couldn't say it in red.
Darno, who must have risen to her knees at some point, slowly stood up. The flesh from the golden longsword was still carved deep into her chest. Though pain didn't show in her expression, her awkward perfectly showed how serious the damage she had taken was. Even though she herself knew that this spelled the total end of the match, the honor didn't abandon her duty.
されどあなたはいとこ部屋にて5人不可能な遺体を確認されております。それが虚偽であったとおっしゃるのですか？ノックス第7条。探偵が犯人であることを禁ず。探偵は客観的視点を義務付けられています。あなたの推理はこの義務に違反です。
探偵はフルドエリカだぜ。今回の俺は探偵じゃない。
Yeah, because he did the thing.
ノックス第9条。観測者は自分の判断解釈を主張することが許される。
ノックス第8条。提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。これまでのあなたは探偵でした。そのあなたが今回は探偵でなく試験を交える観測者であった
It has
ことが
never been
示さ
said
れ
that
て
he
い
was
た
a
のです。
detective.
それがない
Nope,
限
but
り、
Erika
あなた
did.
には主観を偽る権利はありません。
But she's talking about Butler now.
Yeah, no, but there's only one detective, I think. Am I mistaken? I think.
Yeah, no, I read it wrong. Okay, yeah, never mind. I read it wrong. I read a different thing.
俺は今回のゲーム、非分の謎の仕掛けを解いたとき、じい様を目撃している。すでに赤で示されている通り、じい様は存在しない。その目撃は不可能だ。よって、俺の視点に客観性がないことはすでに
Oh,
示され
yeah,
ている。
yeah.
それは風雨になびくシートか何かをあなたが誤認しただけの可能性があります。ノックス第9条を示す伏線とはなり得ません。誤認は全ての観測者に許された権利です。
第4のゲームにてベアトが示した赤き真実、全ての人物は後宮金蔵を見間違わない。
Stratud Beato used to counter my blue truth that someone disguised himself as grandfather, and thereby made it seem as though he had appeared. Yeah, I remember that. In other words, on this island, anything which might lead someone to visually mistake something for grandfather, including someone else pretending to be grandfather, cannot even work. Scheme Natsuki once put together to make it seem that the grandfather was alive, only involved her saying, like, he was here just a second ago, or is in his study alone now, cleverly exploiting the relative's blind spot to pretend he was there. She never tried to make anyone mistake something they saw for grandfather himself, so there are no contradictions. Because I never saw him. If she had tried to dress one of the servant grandfather's robe, it would probably have been seen through in an instant. It had been guaranteed that none of the characters in his tale would mistake something for grandfather by sight. If someone still claims to have seen grandfather, it becomes a falsehood. Everyone is permitted the right to falsify their observation, but there is one person who does not have that right. And that person is the detective.
風雨になびくシートを見間違え、それを何であったと誤認して語るのもノックス第9条の権利だ。しかし、じい様だと誤認することだけは赤き真実において
金蔵を見たと主張された時点で誤認識ではなく意図的、すなわち観測の客観性が否定されていることの証というわけですか。
In this case, an intentional misrecognition is not permitted by the rules of this game. However, it is possible to intentionally lie about seeing something you never saw. And that is an action not permitted to a detective, burdened with the responsibility of an impartial perspective.
暴論を許せ。これで決着だぜ。
いいえ、いいのです。あなたのような男が世界にいてくれたなら、どのような傲慢からもか弱き真実を守ってくれたに違いない。もっともらしい一つの真実がか弱き真実たちを駆逐し、唯一の真実であると語る横暴から本当の真実を守ってくれたに違いない。
Butler's golden longsword drew a massive blue arc as though it is split in the
あな
heavens.
たと戦えてよかったです。
よって今回のゲームにおける俺の観測は第7条でなく第9条に基づく。 じいさまを見たと主張したことがその証だ。
The noise which rang out across the cathedral was the sound of Blanner's longsword clattering to the floor. Simply letting go of that was the same as resigning to the proud Blanner. Through the blue-trailed battler a drone was aiming right for the top of Blanner's head. He stopped a hair's breadth away. If it hadn't, Blanner would probably have been annihilated without leaving a single scrap of flesh behind.
Resign. あなたの真実の否定を。
借りは返した。お前の親父に敬意を。実戒は傲慢でも批判でもなかった。
父に敬意を。
Darno sat down on the floor and completely abandoned her will to fight.
何やってるんですか、トラノール。情けない、みっともない、マルケな薄のろ殺人人形。あんたは自分の父の名誉に泥を塗ったわ、恥知らず。それでもミステリーのくさび、魔法に屈するの。そんなのミステリーの歴史が許さない。
お前こそ何もミステリーを分かってないな。ミステリーが相手を知的に見下すための狂気にしか見えてないなら、お前に俺は二度とそれを語らせない。
Classic shonen scream.
お前に相反する真実を宣言する。夏日おばさんは19年前の男、すなわち俺によって内戦電話で脅迫されていたんだ。
So it says that it's him. Okay.
その目的は夏日おばさんを殺人犯に仕立て上げること。これは初めから夏日おばさんに濡れ衣を着せるための復讐劇だ。
違います。夏日が仕組んだ後宮家の復讐劇です。あなたの推理は私と真っ向から相。
お前のその青い槍まだ抜けないのか。
そうね。エリカからはまだ金蔵以外の理由での遺体消失を聞いていないわ。あんたの推理は現在否定中だけれど、
こんな槍など。文鎮どもめ、邪魔な。
The Reaper Blue Spear and the seven red stake tormented her theory. It won't come out, it won't come out.
修正とエリカの推理の誤りを認めるわ。そんな。
Oh, the worst thing that could happen to her. She's Erika faced contact with pain and she struggled to escape from the spear. Berncaster looked at this with a disgusted expression. For all intents and purposes, it was as if Berncaster had acknowledged Erika's defeat herself. With eyes of shock and despair, Erika looked up at the monster who no longer had any confidence in her victory.
あんたのプライドなんて知ったことじゃないわ。いつまでその無様な姿を晒す気なの。私と同じ青い髪を許された分身がいつまでそこで貼り付けになっているつもり。私自らがやはり降臨しなきゃダメなのかしら。やはり駒なんていらないわ。
Oh, is she gonna cancel Destroyer?
ああ、めんどくさい、めんどくさい、七めんどくさい。駒なんていらないわ。捨ててしまおう。ああ、残念、無念、失望、絶望、期待外れの的外れ。早くしなさいよ、クズが。お前のそのみっともない推理を修正しろって言ってんでしょ。はい、我が主、修正いたします。我が推理を修正いたします。
As Erika's face twisted in humiliation and tears streamed from her eyes, she withdrew and revised her own theory in accordance with her master's order. Mumbling quietly, she made various division with the Blue Truth. At them acknowledged by Lambda Delta, and finally at Blue Spear smashed and was freed. Though the Blue Truth did indeed explain how the bodies had disappeared, it was truly shabby reasoning that reeked of desperation. Not even worth saying what she said.
抜けました。我が推理は完璧です。どこが？無様この上ないわ。でも許してあげる。あんたのその顔と推理がとっても情けなくて笑えるから。
I still don't like Erika, but you know, it's a little bit pitiful.
No, not at all. Honestly, not at all. Not at all. There's nothing better than this, honestly. Nothing.
Are you my
Nothing.
castle?
Erika was stunned by a master who wore an ugly expression. She thrashed about on the floor, crying bitter tears. The wounded Lanor stepped out before her, as though shielding her, as she spoke to her bank castle as well as
どれ
Butler.
ほどみすぼらしかろうと修正されたエリカ教の真実は有効です。
ああ、そうだ。俺の真実に関係なく、お前の真実も同時に存在する。それがこの世界だ。誰にも否定できないから。いくつでも、どんなに相互が矛盾しても、ここでは想像の数だけ真実があっていいんだ。それを誰も一方的に否定してはならない。
はい、そうです。エリカ教の真実は私が誰にも否定させません。
ドラノール。
このドラノールある限り、その真実をお守りいたします。どんなにみすぼらしくとも、私はその真実を嘲笑いはしません。
The words of Blanor, whom Erika had previously looked down upon, led Erika once again thrash about on the floor, sobbing.
そして唯一の真実が存在しない限り、全ては闇の底だ。すなわち俺の推理もエリカの推理も否定不能であると同時に否定できないが絶対でもないあやふやなものだ。確定しない以上魔女幻想はまだ存在してる。それを暴くことが許されてるのはエリカでなければ貴様らでもないこの俺だけだ。俺以外にベアトリーチェの魔女幻想は暴かせない。
判決を変更。後ろ宮バトラの示した真実によりエリカの真実の唯一性はしかしエリカの真実は否定不能。よって2人の真実は並び立つ。第5のゲームの決着を撤回。ゲームはイーブンに戻るわ。そしてゲームマスターは私から黄金の魔術師後ろ宮バトラに移る。後ろ宮バトラ前へ。
So he's the golden sorcerer, okay.
あんたを新しいゲームマスターに任命するわ。承諾するわよね。しなさい新しい無限の魔女。
ああ、俺が新しいゲームマスターだ。第6のゲームはエリカ、今度こそ俺と決着をつけようじゃねえか。立て。
立ちますとも。この屈辱。話す機会を与えたことを我が主第6のゲームにてもう一度バトラと戦う機会を。
ええ、もちろんよ。じゃ
あらすごいわね。あなたがチャンスをあげるなんて。これって奇跡じゃないの。奇跡の魔女ベルンカステル。
It's in the
エリ
name.
カ、奇跡的にあなたは命拾いしたわ。第6のゲーム何としても暴きなさい。忘却の闇に捨てられたくなければね。
はい、我が主ドラノール。
無論次なるゲームにても全力を尽く
もう客人のふりはしません。私とドラノールであなたのゲームを引き裂いてみせます。
ああ、招待してやるぜ。悪いがタイトルはお前のつけたチェックメイトオブザではなくなるぜ。
Checkmate of the what?
Golden Witch.
Oh, the
name of
title.
the
Yeah,
chapter
yeah, of the chapter. Okay.
あなたのゲームです。あなたが名付けるといいでしょう。その挑戦、私はフルドエリカ。魔女である以前にあなたがこのゲームの新たな支配者であることを認め、絶対に暴いてやる。殺してやる。黄金の魔術師後ろ宮バトラー。
I would like to pinpoint that Butler was the one that hated witches and now is sorcerer himself.
Exactly. Exactly.
存分にかかってこいフルドエリカ
Just watch Beato. I'll take charge of your game. And in this next game, I'll prove that I completely understand all of your riddles. Oh wow, it's even... rock. Okay, I wasn't expecting something like this. Oh wow, it's this late. I didn't even notice.
Sorry?
Look at the time.
Oh fuck. I mean, it was necessary though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't notice that it was that late.
Honestly, this is always the time that we end up finishing chapters.
Yeah. Because all stuff happened at the same time, of course, in the end.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, the Golden Land. Okay. Okay.
And now you have the characters and tips, I suppose.
Yes, now I do have that.
How was chapter 5?
So honestly, Butter could be a good Kamen Rider since he's now using the power of his own enemies to fight, because that's the main principle. But yeah, this chapter was fire, literal fire.
Okay, I can't wait. I can't believe we're in chapter 6 now.
You said 6 is your favorite, right? No, wait.
Chapters, yes.
6 is your favorite? Okay.
Yeah, answer, yes.
Your most which one was your number one favorite in general?
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah,
I can see why.
Is my absolute.
I can see why. Yeah, honestly, I can see why. This chapter here was so good though.
Yeah.
Very good. Really liked it. I could see why. I could see why you prefer 3 though. Yeah, I could see that.
And honestly, I don't like Erika as a chapter, but I'm gonna say that in terms of writing, I love both chapters. Both chapters are written so well.
Erika is hateful. It's annoying, but it's on purpose that it's annoying, so it works. I mean, it's not like it's annoying just because it's a character and it's not well written. She's annoying to be just annoying.
And you haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I can imagine the next chapter is gonna be even worse. Is she gonna stay until the end?
Yes. Yes, and she's gonna be important.
I imagine.
Actually.
I imagine. I can imagine.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little spoiler.
Uh-huh.
Can you start chapter 6 for a sec? This is gonna be like a treat for next time.
Oh, there's Butler's painting.
There's Butler's painting.
Wait, is that Rana?
For the curtains to rise on Butler's game, let us observe the fight from the opposite side of the chessboard. Can Butler succeed in playing the demanding role of the game master? There is no longer any difficulty level. At this point, there aren't hints, but a confession.
Oh, okay.
Can you start it for a second?
Okay.
If
I won't. I won't
correctly.
even save. I just started and that's it.
No. Don't do anything. But I want to see if I remember correctly.
That's okay.
Because if I do, it's gonna be confusing as hell, and that's what I want.
Oh, we're back here.
Don't read. Don't read.
Okay.
Just click until you see Erika.
I'm just gonna.
Okay. Don't read.
I'm not reading. I'm not reading any.
Oh god damn it. It's fine.
Who's this?
It's fine. Do you remember the demons?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's- Okay, I mean, this is spoiler enough.
That's
God
good.
damn it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We stop
Yeah.
here.
No, I wanted something else, but that's fine. This is confusing enough.
Okay. Okay.
I think I made a mistake also. If they are here, I think this is the chapter. I mean, I like this chapter, but if they are here, what is chapter 7 then?
Chapter the cathedral looked like something. It was all white and it was maybe like there was gonna be a marriage or something. What the heck?
I'm gonna have so much fun.
As usual.
I'm gonna have so much fun. Okay, time for me to see if I still hate those characters or not. I see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay, everyone. It's late and we're gonna go. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the PixelBit. Next time is gonna be in today. There's gonna be Pragmata. There's gonna be the end of the game, definitely, because we're basically at the end.
Oh.
What about you?
I have Silent Hill F in 2 days.
Oh,
Finally.
right. Yeah, finally. Yes.
Finally. It's been
Okay.
a while.
Yeah. Bye bye. Good night. Bye.
Bye.